Okay. What
Oh, we're
would
good now. We're good. Yeah, I see it
we
popping up.
good?
Yeah.
You see
Let's
the
see.
sound.
Can they hear us? Maybe.
Okay.
Oh,
What
we're
would
good now. We're good.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
there
yeah.
we go.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. It's crazy. Okay, we're good. That's awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Whatever. So,
Whatever.
nonetheless, they've missed about 10 minutes of us bantering on. But
They
now that
did.
they can
They
hear
did.
us, I'm joined by Trevor, the 7-0 Giants user. Emphasis on the 7-0. He wants you to know that he
I
thinks
didn't
he's
say
legit
that.
this year. So he's 7
I mean,
and
I was
0.
legit last year, but it's whatever.
Hmm.
It's same
30
whatever.
point blowout in
Either
the
way.
chip. Um,
Okay. Okay. Well.
hmm,
Okay.
yeah.
Whatever.
I
Doesn't
just
count.
tried drinking my beer and I didn't even open it. There we go. And
And
then I'm
next,
also joined by the girl that's doing cartwheels right now over this Mahomes injury, Jamie. How's it going, Jamie?
It's going good. I mean, not for Mahomes, but
Uh, as a Raiders fan, she's ecstatic. She's pretty hyped. She just listed off all the ligaments in the knee, and I was telling a war story of my playing days and my glory days. But nonetheless, the moral of the story was I watched this guy. He was a four-star D lineman. He came in, sacked our quarterback, and dislocated his shoulder. And then went to the sidelines and they popped it back into place and he got three more sacks the rest of the game. He was very good. Not on me though.
What a
Not on me
fuck.
though. I was playing left guard and he was playing over our right tackle. So, um,
sure,
all
What a
sure.
right,
baller.
all right. I mean, I posted my highlights the other day, so
Yeah, no,
that's
no.
all I
Tommy
gotta
wasn't
say.
good. Tommy wasn't agile enough to play tackle.
Oh,
So
oh, oh yeah. I started over 20 games at tackle, so.
yeah.
Mm.
Tommy ran an 8 second 40 yard dash. So
Oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. You must have never seen what a wing T pulling guard looks like.
Jadavion Clowney could bear crawl faster than you could run.
Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Nah, man, you right, you right, you right. What did you do in high school?
I think I
What
I
sports did
spectated
you
a lot of
play?
sports.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to play
Did you lead
football,
the student
soccer, but
section?
you know, I pulled my own weight in that was that one
In what?
sport called I
Badminton?
can't remember. I was pretty good at gym badminton,
Were
not
you in
gonna
the
lie.
drama club?
Okay, no,
Hey,
not
now,
BMAC.
Oh, BMAC is
drama club
BMAC
is
is nice,
very
dude.
cool.
BMAC is like the captain of his
Theater.
theater. Yes.
Theater
And
is
the
very
Theater.
cool.
what else? He's in. What else is he in?
And it's not just theater too. He plays a mean skin flute.
Ah,
Like he's a professional at that.
he plays a mean skin
Like
flute.
he's fantastic at it. Honestly, it's like I think he should pursue it professionally.
Honest, yeah, yeah.
It sure beats
If he was
McDonald's.
anywhere as good as a skin flute player as he is a Madden player, he'd be 16-0. But
He'd for sure, yeah, he'd for sure be good.
what
I'm
about
just saying, as a professional skin flute player, you could make at least $90 a client.
$90 an hour?
Oh yeah.
What about you, Jamie?
Oh
Did you
yeah.
play anything in high school?
I played soccer, softball, and basketball.
Oh, so you were
Oh
nice,
shit.
nice. That three-sport
Triathlete.
athlete.
Oh
I
yeah.
was. I also did theater.
Okay.
Oh, okay, we won't take that away from you. Still an athlete.
I was supposed
Uh,
to go to. Oh my God, they missed the field goal.
Who missed the field goal? I don't have any
the
eyeballs on
McManus,
Broncos. It's not
the
surprising.
Broncos.
Hey,
But
hey,
yeah, I
ladies and
played
gentlemen, this
soccer and
game is the reason
softball.
why we're not advancing.
it. Which one? Oh, yeah, 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 because Goldberg wants to watch his team get shit on. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean that
Oh,
and
that's that's
that
the
and
reason.
Ronan. Yeah,
yeah.
well,
The
yes, he said
Goldmore's
he
like, I want
can't
to
play
watch
today
the.
because he wants to watch the Broncos game. So he's
They're
playing
both
tomorrow.
trash.
Yeah, and he got home before the game. Keep in mind, he got home well before the game.
He said, "Oh, I'll
But
be home at
anyways,
Advance.
6:30."
advance. Hey, right now, put a like button on the video if you want to see us advance.
All right, we're not. I don't get any money off these. We
Smash
do
that
have.
like button.
All right, all right. We do have what, 7 people watching.
Oh, shit,
Not bad,
that's an
not bad.
audience.
Oh, speaking of that, oh, Ronan. He's been added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times in the past 4 hours. nothing. So still getting
Stalker.
dumped.
Everyone at Ronan in the game chat, and you get a dev trade.
Speaking of that, games, we got the Cardinals and Redskins game on in the back. You guys probably can't see it, but this is a pretty good game. It had some hype to it. A couple of these teams
Are
were
they
making
playing,
noise.
like, actually playing now?
No, this
Nah.
game was from earlier today.
Oh,
They had,
I see.
Excuse me, they had lagged out before, and
Why would you play this game? This game was awful.
because it's
Just 'cause it's milky,
kind of
so
what
you can just play.
we were doing. So
Well,
we
the
want to
quality's
probably
awful
talk
too.
about some of these surprise teams. How about some of these surprise teams this year? Who's some teams that surprised you, Trevor? Maybe
Me.
Jamie. Oh, Jam.
Yeah,
Jamie.
you know
I
what?
would like
Yeah,
to
Jamie.
volunteer myself.
Go ahead. Talk about some teams that surprised you.
Me? Oh, actually talking about them?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
If not, I'll chime in.
I honestly don't know.
Hold on.
It's all right. I'll step in for you. Some teams that have
Yeah,
surprised
go
me.
ahead.
Pats. Pats is 5-1. He played about 4 games last year. Stepping up, actually playing some games this year. He's doing pretty well. Christian Los is about where I thought he was. I knew him from a previous league, so I kind of knew where he was at before. Some other guys that surprised me, maybe some negative in the negative way. Jake Witt went from
definitely.
Jake Witt to just Jakey. I mean, what, you go 15-1 and now he's what, 2-4?
Yeah, he's 2-4 right now. I think it's
Two
definitely
and 4. Oh no,
a change of pace.
it's not looking so hot for him.
No, it's definitely not. Some other surprise teams I think is I think the Patriots going 5-1. That's pretty.
Man, he got a big win off me. Have you played anyone, Jamie, that's surprised you?
What? The Chiefs actually weren't as bad as like the record indicates, so
Okay. I mean,
I
I've
think
played
they
him
could
twice
be
a year.
like a lower, like middle of the pack, like probably like 22-ish team.
I play him twice a year, and it seems like he always has me first half, and then he'll throw like a dumb interception or something, and then the game just starts swinging. Like he
he's
always
definitely
shoots himself in the foot. Like he was almost a playoff team last year. I mean, he's got a very good team, and he's got a solid offensive game plan. Besides
put a bullet
throwing
point in front of that.
at the other team.
He was almost an AFC playoff team. Let's throw that out there because that's different than an NFC playoff team. Because an NFC playoff team is a real playoff.
I picked the wrong year to trade Clowney to the Cowboys.
Oh.
They're 0-7 this year.
Yeah,
to be fair, the
brought
Cowboys
the team back
last year weren't doing that well. So
they were like 0-8 too, and then Matigi brought him back from the grave. So and then he dipped. Poor Matigi. Another team though is definitely Rabble Rouser. Rabble Rousers is definitely like shocking me. I didn't think he'd be like a 9-win, 10-win team this year, but I mean here he is. He already rattled off 4 wins and won against the only loss against for the Patriots is against Rabble Rouser. So
Rabble Rouser, I think he's making some noise.
Oh yeah. I mean, come on. He might claim that.
Win his division.
I think he's got the division. I think he does. I think he's got the division. Yes, I do. Unless Johnny Boy takes over the Browns and starts kicking ass, which could be very soon. Who knows? Hashtag bring in Johnny Boy.
Hashtag Johnny Boy. Oh shoot, we got like 5 people that have been begging me to come on. Oh man, this will probably be a busy night, but something I wanted to ask you, Jamie. I've seen a couple things in general. I've seen a couple things being thrown around the league. A lot of people, some people,
rumors?
Some rumors maybe, but this is more of like say you had a magic wand to fix something in the league. Like a rule, maybe a player, maybe just a general gripe you have. If you had a magic wand that you could fix one thing in the league, what would it be?
To advance now.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Yeah, I'm kind of with Jamie on that one. If I had a magic wand, I would advance.
So
That's
you
all I'm
would
saying.
you
I mean,
would
I
take
can't.
sole ownership of advancing and
Okay, theoretically, I
Yes.
could advance. I do have the powers to advance. So
I feel
theoretically,
like even if you did a fair sim, the Pats would still win.
exactly. I feel like
Or
if
I
they
don't
play
know,
their
they might
game,
have some
Pats is gonna
Miami
win.
miracle.
They could have Miami Miracle. It could
But
happen.
I feel like the Pats have such like the overalls and teams are just way too different for anything other than like.
I mean, the Redskins roster beat the Eagles in a fair sim. So I
valid.
guess
Let me
anything's
hop on.
possible.
That's a good point.
I guess anything could happen. But I guess the thing is, it isn't 72 hours, unfortunately. As much as we hate it, and how stupid they are for scheduling it, and he's watching our Broncos game instead. Disgusting. I guess we can't really do anything about it.
Who watches Thursday night football? Thursday night football is horrible.
Thursday night football. Oh man.
Name one good Thursday night football
There
game that
hasn't
has
been one in
happened this
probably 2
year.
years.
Wait, wasn't the Rams Hawks game Thursday? That was a good one. That was a good one.
The
Rams Hawks
Rams
was
and Hawks?
Seahawks.
It was like whatever.
That was a
It
good
was
game. Come on.
it was like it would be a good Sunday game, but not a good Thursday game. Any game on a Thursday is not gonna be
They're
good.
all blowouts. They're all blowouts. Or like just fucking slugfest out of nowhere.
Something dumb happens in Thursday night games.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah, you
because they
can't.
start the year off with the Packers and the Bears, and they never score over like 20 points, or they do score over 20 points, and it's like the worst game I've ever watched in my life. So,
Imagine watching the Bears. Oh. Imagine being a
Oof.
Bears fan.
Oh,
Did you know?
add
Did you
Matt.
know? Did you
but
know
their
Wrigley's
defense.
is a Bears fan?
Wrigley
Oh,
and
I
Matt are
feel
both Bears
so
fans.
Oh wait,
so
did you
bad
guys
for
see this
them.
in this game? I think he's spying a D tackle.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, is that not in the play? No, he's rushing two. He's rushing two and spying a D tackle.
Huh. Look at that. I
Uh-oh.
just looked over and we got a
Who's
rule
playing?
breaker.
Rule breaker. It's in the right over here.
Yeah, it's on my
Perpetrator.
stream of a
Redskins.
stream. Yeah. Redskins. Huh.
Ooh.
Funny stumbling
Coming over
upon that.
here from the TFGO Candyland.
The
And
Candyland. Oh my goodness. You go
the
over there, Jamie'd
Candyland.
be the Super Bowl champ over in that league.
Oh yeah,
In
for
what
sure.
league?
TFGO.
Or the red zone, whatever you want to
No,
call it.
they split themselves up. So there's a red zone and there's a TFGO league.
Yeah.
What
So
does
but TFGO
TFGO stand for?
that franchise guy online. He's a YouTuber. He runs his own Madden League on Xbox, but there's a PS4 version of it, and that's actually where I met Trevor.
Everyone.
Pretty much most of these guys.
Except Milky.
Yeah, except Milky.
Because
I went
Milky
to high
and
school
Fallen
with
were born in the
Milky.
same hospital next to each other.
Milky's like 2 months younger than me, so but probably the same high school. Hospital. Jeez. We did go
Damn,
to
he
the
had
same
too
high
much.
school.
Hospital?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's only like one
I
hospital
just
by
said
us.
that.
I don't know. Milky lives like 5 minutes away from me. I usually go beat him up every time I see him.
Damn, he's got that reach advantage though, so he could probably body you in like a boxing match.
Yeah, but like
You
if
get the
if
power.
I grabbed a hold of him though, like he'd be done for.
Man, if he didn't tear his labrum, bro, he'd piece you up.
Oh my god, he tore his labrum beating his meat. Calm down.
Oh, he retort beating his meat, right?
Yeah, he retore it beating his meat.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's sad.
Yeah, he tore it once actually playing. He was a very good pitcher in high school. He was getting some D2 looks, and then he tore his labrum, and no one wants a pitcher. No one wants a pitcher with a torn labrum. So
Yeah,
then he tore it again,
true.
beating his meat. So it's
Just
okay.
twice for good measure to make
Yeah.
sure he never sees him on beat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was weird because like a month after his surgery, I saw him dunking on people. I'm like, don't you have a torn labrum? But I guess he got it fixed, and then he tore it beating his meat. So
Man, imagine getting dunked on by a ginger. I'd cry.
Milky's not a ginger.
I would cry. Is that ginger? What?
No.
He looks like a ginger. What is he?
No, he's got like blonde hair.
Blonde?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like 6'7". It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, if there's a pitch, like, have you ever seen the meme of me and Trevor, or me and Trevor made of me and Milky, like the short little fat guy, that's me, and then the really tall skinny guy, that's Milky. I think it's
Oh
kind of
yeah,
funny.
that's hilarious. That's spot on.
Ew, that video is just so gross.
Though the game, yeah,
What
it's
video?
very
Oh man, I saw
the,
it. Ew,
what?
that ruined
You
my
saw
whole
what?
night. The knee, popping his knee back into
Oof.
place.
Oh, ugh,
Ooh.
ugh,
That's probably like what you're
nice.
into though, with the sports and the 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 lifting and the
Oh, that's
Military.
disgusting.
no. What are you going to school for?
Kinesiology and psychology.
Okay. What's
Oh,
kinesiology?
It is the study of how the body moves.
So there you go, right? There you go. See,
oh.
I was spot on. I promise I know things about.
Where do you do
But
your
I don't
field?
want to be a I don't want to be a doctor though. I don't want to like pop people's knees back into place.
Ooh.
Where do you go to do your field research at the nightclub?
The nightclub?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's not you. He just cause to quote an
He
anonymous user
said.
that had sent this in, the undisputed. You've oh god, I don't even want to say it. Um,
Okay. Do we credit the person who said it? No? Keep it
no,
anonymous?
that's anonymous. Oh, I found the play. Here's the play. Whoop! I'm getting a screenshot.
He's so excited to hand out a
Oh,
what
Jamie.
is it? Is it a fine or a suspension?
Uh, we'll see. Who should we take?
Why not a
Both.
fine and a
This is
suspension?
like
Nah.
Why not both?
live PD. This is like live
Oh my
PD,
god, this
right?
is. This is.
Oh shit, that looks so bad. So I popped up the snipping tool and like one of the things said how to penetrate. It probably looks so bad because it was talking about how to penetrate a workstation with
Okay,
Tally
well, nice
Locks.
cover.
That's what I
Nice
go to
cover.
school for. So
Oh my god, that picture is so disgusting.
I'm telling you, I think he recreates it with a potato.
Oh my god, it looks awful.
It shows you though that he does still have spine and D tackle.
Okay, so we got a list of things wrong with this in the fine. Nothing too serious, just something to show
I
people
thought
what's
there was a
the problem.
suspension too.
Suspension and
No,
a fine.
who
I
do we
think
suspend
yes.
for this? Come on, for one play. Come on.
Well, we'll
Well,
see if
listen.
he
So
does it
so only
repeatedly.
only two. You have to have at least three rushers at a time, and you cannot spy a defensive tackle. If you're
Correct.
gonna spy somebody, it has to be
Oh,
an
and it
adjusted.
was the play Kyler got hurt on, so we gotta like.
Oh yeah, that's cheese. You can't hurt Kyler. Come on.
Oh
Wait,
my.
You
so
gotta let
Kyler
Milky
got
stat
hurt
pad.
on the play that the
Yeah.
defensive tackle was a spy on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, it's
Fined,
Milky's fault. Milky rolled
suspended.
out. There was two rushers, and Milky rolled out. So you
Stream
know,
BMAX stream quality equals Gary Sanchez.
honestly, you could find Milky for rolling out.
What
And look at this.
quality is
Look
this
at
stream?
Um,
It looks like
right now it says 360. That's what
watercoloring.
it's in. He streams in 360. So the
why do you run quarter back to back? Why? Why is he running
because
quarter
quarters
like that?
OP, dude. That's what Redskins did against me. He
Okay,
just
well, we
runs
gotta find
quarter.
him for
Look, he's
that
running
too.
quarter
You
three
can't.
times in a row. 3 times in a
You cannot.
row.
Dude, find him for that. Come on.
Literally, it's so
Come
cheesy
on.
because it looks like you should be able to run there and he's
Okay,
gonna
I
get
thought
stuck.
Kristen Mills got better, but he's running big dime on 3rd and 1. Interesting. It's like he wants him to run for. Oh my god, he stopped
Exactly. Are you
it.
watching this game?
Gee. Okay, we gotta do that.
Alright.
Live suspension party.
Live suspension party?
That's crazy. Swing the hammer down.
We'll
You
see.
got this one, Fallon?
I don't know. Jamie said suspension and a fine. How much should we fine him?
It's a small 10 mil,
5
probably.
mil. Oh,
No,
I
did
can
you?
go with 10 mil.
do like 250.
Holy shit.
Do like 250 or a mil.
We'll see if he
How about
does it
that?
again. I'm sure people will
Okay.
will see it. I didn't just caught it. I like looked over. I was like, that doesn't look
Well,
right.
can you at least warn him? Because he's got to know about this. You gotta let people know. Gotta let
I
people
say
know.
a fine will suffice.
What did I do? Bruh.
Oh.
Bro.
Why is he adding me? I'm not the league office.
I'm not the league office. Oh, fuck, I spilt my beer. Fuck.
Oh,
I'll
that's
be
a
right
party
back.
Tommy's
foul.
already... Oh,
I'm
God.
good.
Tommy's, like, already 7 beers in. He's gonna be all crazy tonight.
Fuck you, dude. I've only had a couple.
A couple in Tommy's language is, like, 4.
The people have spoken. They want to advance.
That's true. That is true.
Should we give Jamie LO for a day?
Yeah, and then
Absolutely, yes.
We'd
and
be at the
then
draft already.
okay, so theoretically, Jamie, if we give you Elo for a day, I repeat, you cannot advance when you get admin in game. If you advance, we'll have to remove you
Darn
from
it.
LO. You have so.
Jamie's gonna sim
I
10
repeat,
years.
Jamie,
I
we
would
will not
actually...
suspend you or find you, but if you advance,
Oh, you have to force win Broncos if you advance, though.
wink, wink,
So
wink,
I
wink,
will...
Jamie.
Swayze said he would have already advanced if he was the commish, and I'm like, Swayze, that's why you're not the commish. It sucks having to wait one day on one game, but
Basically, what you have to do is you have to pressure them until they say fair sim. You know, you have to wait for their consent, but you basically bully it out of
So
them.
we just...
We bully them
At
and make them
Dolphins.
force it. Yes. Make them feel like garbage. That's the ethical way to do it, because then you're not actually simming their game without their consent. You know?
I don't even...
Am I
never
saying
even
anything
talked to
wrong here?
Vikings. So
Trevor, you
Oh, it's
literally
not
go in
Vikings.
people's game chats after like 1 hour. You're like, let's get this game in, fair sim, fair sim.
No, that's not. I went. It's like after like 6 hours. Come on, don't be
Bro,
like that.
you
No,
literally
if they don't have a
added
time
Ronan
schedule,
8 times in 5 hours.
you literally said, Trevor, can you go at Ronan for me, please?
Did I?
You
Okay.
did. Yes, you did. I swear my life.
yeah, you
on it.
kind of did. I remember that.
You did. Yeah, you did it. No, it was not even just earlier. It was also before that.
Oh, wow.
Several times. Yeah.
The people have spoken. Dolphins.
Well, sometimes you have to do what's best for the betterment of the league. Oh shit, Swayze's correcting him. You only blitz 2 people and put a DT and a spy. Damn, so he cheesed Milky and he still got his ass kicked by 30?
That's tough.
Like,
so does
losing
anyone
is
else want to
one
get in
thing.
here?
I don't even think you should suspend anyone. Just a fine.
Yeah, that's true. I think the same thing. But personnel matching also a problem. Did not do that.
That was the
it was
play.
like second and 10.
Defensive tackle spy. Where?
That's how you know Milky is cheese. It's second and 10. This guy runs quarters, and Milky still passes it. Cheese. So we're bringing someone on, Paul?
Who are we bringing on?
You can't see the other D linemen.
We got like 5 people on here. The quality's so bad.
Yes, more people.
More people? Would you like to stay on, Jamie? Or do you want to go eat some
Sure.
tacos? You want to stay on? We'll bring on one of your favorites.
I will eat tacos in like 10 minutes.
Taco time. You know
I
what
think
wealthy's
we
got
should
right
have
now?
like me
Taco
live
time.
making food on the podcast.
Like
Wouldn't that
a
be
food
awesome?
tutorial?
Like a food tutorial. Yeah.
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 That'd be nice.
Alright.
Jamie just dipped.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's just the
Jamie.
podcast poll, so she can get back in whenever she wants.
Okay, Jamie. Well, nonetheless, our next person coming on, you might know him as BBC or BBBBBBBBB, the one, the only Bowden. He's coming on. He's going to talk about his league, or talking about how he's doing so far in the league. As we see, people are pissed. People want to talk about the league, and we will talk about the league. Right now, we're joined by Bowden. How's it going, Bowden?
Going good.
Thanks for coming on, man. Good to see you around.
I had to.
So, the people are complaining we're not talking enough about the league, and I know if anyone's got some hot takes about the league.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
Bowden's got some hot takes.
What in particular? What are people talking about? Just general stuff?
People are saying, are you going to talk about the league in the podcast?
I mean, honestly, I
blah,
think
blah, blah.
Milky tearing his shoulder jerking off is pretty good source material.
For real, no one
But,
cares
you
about
know.
Milky hurting himself wanking it.
Damn, that wrist injury.
No, he tore his
about,
labrum, dog.
2 weeks.
Nah, bro, torn labrum.
out for the year. Why do you think he got so good at Madden?
Oh my God, he had that thumb speed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good, man. You at work?
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Sitting a lot as we speak. Another hour and 8 minutes.
Damn, bro.
Yes, I would be.
Well,
I like it though.
You're on the pod though, so
yeah.
let's get
I'm
talking
here.
on about the league. So we asked Jamie a little bit earlier who were some of the surprise teams this year. We've had a couple. Do you know any surprise teams off the top of your head?
Jacksonville Jaguars actually.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here we go. Jamie said, "Oh, the Houston Texans." Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Jags. Definitely a surprise team in the gutter. No, sadly, opposite end of the spectrum. Not expecting the rough start to the season. That's for sure. But definitely hoping for a stronger second half of the season. Looking at the schedule, I think a lot of people are about to catch some outs.
And you got one from the Colts. I think that's a one.
You got one off of the best team in the AFC, which is the Colts.
That was a good start, and then literally ever since then, it's been rough. It's been rough. But I feel like if I can get back on that week 1 pace and keep it up and be able to,
you got it in you, dude. I've always said that.
I know. Yeah, I seen your rankings for the teams. I seen you had me in C. I was like, okay, Fallen's got some expectations for the Jags. I respect.
I think I think you're a playoff team.
Yeah, if I can, literally, I have to snipe up second half of the season. It's definitely there. It's just beating the users.
Yeah, dude.
We got some good ones in the league. It's pretty amazing actually to see how the league's turned out. We've had a lot of people come and go, yes, but the ones that have stayed in actual solid users, it's fun. It's good to hop in general every day and talk to the guys. It's fun.
Oh, General's popping. It's like the bleacher creatures at Yankee Stadium, but it's a general chat and rejects, man. You don't even know what you're gonna get, dog. Yo, every day people come in like they just got done at their restaurant out there. Oh, with a sombrero every day to general chat. Like, come on, man.
Right. Cap.
Sombrero.
Whole lot of cap. Whole lot of cap. You put one ranking out there, and everyone's like, "Oh, I almost beat person X, Y, and Z, who tied this person, and then there's also neighbors with this person, and they beat this person, so I should be ahead of
Honestly,
the Broncos."
The Redskins was like, I don't even know how to put DTs in fucking Spy. I just wanted to throw out so many cap memes, dude.
Yeah.
How do you not know how to do that?
Nah, come on.
Anyone else see Milky drift out to the pocket there to the left?
But...
Milky beat this game we're watching now. Milky's cheese, dude. There's a reason why we put him up there in those big tier users, but he be cheesing too much.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, Bowden, how do you like DeAndre Swift? Dog got dished Leonard Fournette, drafted DeAndre Swift. Is he like cheese or what? You enjoying him? Is he gonna win Offensive Rookie of the Year?
I hope so. And if it's not Swift, it better be T. Higgins because I feel like I got 2 of the best offensive rookies in the draft this past.
You drafted pretty well, dude. Making them power moves.
I was really banking on it because coming into the off season from last season, I definitely had a lot of stuff I needed to improve on. I feel like I definitely touched on a lot of things in the draft. I feel like I could have done more, built some depth with my offensive line, maybe some linebackers, but besides that, I feel like the draft was very good for me.
You're going to have to build a lot for the draft. You're going to have to build a lot for the draft in the future years because that Jalen contract's going to be tough to get some more people on board in free agency because that's a big bag you just gave him,
Yeah, I did give him the bag. Jalen Ramsey, not going to the Rams. He is definitely staying a Jag. Definitely staying a Jag for a very long time. I think he's going to have a place on that defense, however old he is. He could be 40 and have a place on that defense. So definitely banking on Ramsey doing well, especially with that X Factor being the number 1 corner in the league.
Number 1 corner in the league. Not the free safety.
Nope, not a free safety.
Number 1 corner in the league.
Yep. As of now.
Until he has 87 speed when he's 32.
Yep.
So
and that's when I
gave him that big
and that's
deal,
when
man.
I signed him to a veterans minimum. That's when I stick him at free safety.
Yeah.
But until then, I better have a goddamn Super Bowl ring. So yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Speaking of the
Super Bowl ring.
sombreros. Speaking of the sombreros, come
big
on.
sombreros.
The big
Whoa, I didn't say
sombrero
this.
here.
I didn't say this season. I ain't say this season.
I mean, we're going 6 or 7, so
Yo, Bowden, if you want to win a Super Bowl, you gotta get in the lab.
you got to get in the
That's all I'm
lab,
gonna
dog.
say. You gotta get in the lab.
Speaking of the lab, we're going to advertise for it. The Rejects is now offering a mentor program. We would like everyone to sign up there in the Mentors U tab. Please swing on by and at one of the league office, and we'll get you set up in the lab for a mentor game. You can come, relax, try out, and learn some new things. Try and improve your game. Try and improve your skill. Try and improve everything about you. Get better. Get them wins, so then you won't be capping and say, "Oh, well, I almost beat X, Y, and Z." It'll be, "Nah, I beat that guy." So sign up in the Mentors U tab below.
No, the lab does work. We got like Jets, Rabble, we got Llama Beans, all trying to get in for some lab time. So people are trying to do it. Why don't you?
Exactly. Hold on. I gotta not hop off the stream, but I gotta mute it for like 2 minutes. I'll be right back with.
You're good.
Okay, Bowden still works. So
yeah, he's been capping. He had to get off. He had to go put his sombrero on.
All right. Does anybody else want to hop on here? Anybody else
yeah,
trying to get in? Who we got?
Lions. I just sent him a message.
Ooh.
Rabble said he's ready on his way home from work. Rabble's
Nice.
probably
We got
making vanilla mocha caramel venti latte espresso with kale
at his mom's vape shop.
At his mom's vape shop. Hit up Rabble for all your vape shop needs before Trump gets them.
Yeah, like Trump's son was just caught with the vape. And fucking Melania was just like, "Whoa, we gotta ban this stuff." It's funny.
Oh, man.
Not to get political, but I don't think Wildshot is a top tier team.
You don't think Wildshot's a top tier team?
I think he's a bottom second tier team. Like, I think he's in the B tier.
You think he's in the B
maybe
tier?
Not bottom. He's somewhere in the B tier for sure.
I don't think he's a C plus tier. I think he's a B minus.
Yeah. I think he'd be around there or above. For sure. But I don't think he's the elite tier. Yeah, no. He's still winless against his division rival Vikings.
Yeah.
So that's all.
And Vikings is C plus tier right now.
Yes, exactly. So,
Wow, Kyler Murray is good at football.
Wow, you watching Milky Davidson? You're saying that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kyler Murray's very good at football.
Like a headless horseman on offense. Look at him taking off that speed. Imagine if he kept him.
As we see a big catch there for him.
Kyler's like an 87 though.
Kyler's been going off, dude. He might win an MVP for 2 straight years.
He very well could. But there's a couple guys named Jameis Winston, Daniel Jones, who are definitely trying to get that. Cam Newton, by the way. Cam Newton has like a 136 passer rating, 23 touchdowns to 6 picks. Are you kidding me? That man is going off. Don't forget he's basically a tight end at quarterback, and he's running all over the place too.
He plays a real team next week. We'll see what goes on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he plays the Broncos next week.
I heard
rematch of the AFC Chip.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one. That might be. I hope that one comes out on the wire.
Yeah. Last regular season he beat me by 10, and then I beat him by 10 in the AFC Championship, right?
Mm-hmm. Almost threw it away. Almost threw it away by like throwing the ball and like when you could be running the clock out, and he almost threw a pick 6.
Oof.
So yeah, we don't talk about that though.
I don't. Really
dude, you threw like a dumb decision for no reason. We were all like, "What does he do?"
Oh yeah.
Kristen Nelson running quarters again. It's 3rd and 20 though. So
prevent defense.
Yeah,
trying to stop the Hail Mary.
Understandable. Yeah.
Debatable.
No, I mean on 3rd and 20, quarters is probably like acceptable. It was like cover 3, so it's whatever. Just railing on people.
It's okay.
And in the podcast.
I'll rail on anyone here. If I don't be coming at me with the, I beat this guy, but I also threw 17 interceptions my last game.
Who do you think is going to get their mouth shut, like completely the trash talker, or someone who thinks they're hot shit this season is just gonna get shut up? Who do you think that
Wildshot.
is?
I think it's Wildshot.
You think Wildshot is? You
think 100%. I think. Look at Wildshot. He just lost a game versus Titans. Titans is on an upstart team. I gotta watch him a couple more. We'll get an opinion on him here soon. I put him at B-. More than likely, he's probably C-ish, but I mean, he's beat the teams that the Titans, who had maybe 1 or 2 wins all of last year. I think he's got that already. So we'll see what he's doing. But I think he's pretty solid. But yeah, Wildshot for sure. He's got Swayze and Milky next. Those are 2 L's.
Oh,
he's still got Vikings. He's 0-2 versus Vikings, and Vikings had a sim win over him before, right?
They did this season, yep.
Yeah, so I mean, he's already in the hole. Vikings picks up another one. They've got the head-to-head. Got
the sweep, yeah. Get the broom out. Get the broom out. That's what I say. Get the broom out. Damn, that's tough. I mean, I think Wildshot's decent, but he's gonna get humbled these next. Next week,
Yeah. He's a first-round knockout for a reason. You beat him. Yeah, I mean, if anyone knows him, you beat him. Same thing would happen to you. You beat him in the regular season.
I heard the Giants guys pretty good.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I mean, I don't think I'd take away anything from for losing the Giants.
Speaking of that, we've got a question.
Maybe it's one of our Giants.
Could the Saints or the Giants go 16-0? Nah, you're not going 16-0. You're gonna lose a game. Okay, it's got to happen. Yeah.
No, I agree. I don't think I have the freaking attrition to go 16-0. I gotta play Milky, Jake Witt twice, Chris and Lowe's. I mean, I'm 6-0 against him like all time, but anyways, I mean he's decent. He could sneak one from me, so that's not an easy game. And I played Milky week 17, so I mean, I could lose one of those games if I get past. If Milky's a dub, and those 2 Jake Witt games are dubs, then we're looking at 16-0. But I gotta, and plus I got Rabble. I mean, Rabble. I believe I'm way better than Rabble. You can't sleep on some of these guys. You can get if you get caught sleeping,
you end up
can have a fix your plane.
Yeah.
You can fix your plane.
You lost to fix your plane too, right?
I know. I wasn't saying about you directly. I was just saying like you can have these guys catch you. Wealthy's lost a Hulk Rugby. Swayze lost a whole Hulk Rugby. People, you can get caught lacking. Matt lost to Bowden. These top tier users are still susceptible to losing to some of these lower tier guys. So you gotta 16-0 is definitely
Swayze. Can he go 16-0?
No. He's got Wealthy twice still.
I think Wealthy's gonna pick one of those games up on him.
For sure, he plays Jake Witt. No, actually, he already played Jake Witt. That was a 3-point game. Keep in mind, Jake Witt's getting a lot of trash talk, but he only lost to Swayze by 3. So remember that. But I definitely think.
Yeah.
And Milky's only lost a top tier users is what he's just saying. He's
lost
throwing that in there
in Super Bowl. I mean, this NFC.
He's 0-3 versus Swayze.
0-3.
That's very tragic. Almost embarrassing. Yeah. I think it is embarrassing.
I think you got to be able. You can beat Swayze. If I played Swayze again, I think I can beat him.
I think any of the top tier user guys can beat Swayze. It's just the fact that no one's doing it. No one's doing it.
No, I had him on the ropes last game, but then I made a throw like we just saw there. And then I really think if I had made that throw, I think I would have been solid there. But
okay, you would. I believe you, but you know what? If that was me who said that, excuses. Should have won the game. Shouldn't have thrown those picks. That's what you would tell me.
I'm capping. Go ahead, tell me I'm capping live on the podcast.
You're capping. Tommy is capping live on the podcast.
All right, clown. Now,
sorry, I should just.
We've been DMing Lions. We've been DMing Lions to get on. Let's see if he's here. Still nothing from him.
Okay, well, next man up. Lions and. So he's on Discord. Snake. Everyone at Lions.
Ooh, there's a pick. Let's go, Milky.
You know the outcome of this game.
We got another question. It's probably Swayze. Early playoff seeding division winners. I'll tell you who it is. All right, I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
Right.
NFC first. Go NFC first.
I think you winning your division. Milky's winning his, and I think
Yep.
I think Swayze still creeps his out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Mad Bomber, the Vikings win theirs. AFC, I think Rabble's gonna win his. Matt's gonna win his. I'll end up sneaking it out, and what am I missing? East, the AFC East. Oh, at this point, I guess you have to say Patriots. At this point,
probably.
I think.
On, yeah. I mean, actually, no. Jets is 5-1 as well. I think Jets could easily still win.
Did those two play each other yet?
They have not. No.
Yeah. Maybe be my.
We're going to be a duck fest for the Pats. No, it's going to be this new schedule. So. Okay, here's what I think, right? So,
but
Giants,
if Jets gets in the lab, though, I think he can beat Pats. Jets got to get him.
I'll get him in the lab. I'll get Jets going.
He'll be
sure.
And Rabble. You know, his tight end will have 70 catches.
I'm gonna turn Jets and Rabble into some two contenders in the AFC.
All right. That much.
They get in the lab with me.
Competition. All you hear is AFC so bad, NFC so good from Wild Shot, and then Wild Shot goes and loses the Titans. Fucking clown. Come on now.
Just to be fair, everyone says the AFC is bad. Come on,
AFC's so bad. Why can't they win? And then Wild Shot goes into the first round knockout, and it's like, I'm so good.
Nonetheless, Giants taking the one seed. They're taking the division. I think so. Saints, I think they have the division for sure. At this point, just because Wealthy's fucked around in the beginning part of the season. Milky, he's gonna take division 2. Redskins, I don't think he gets the wild card. I think he finishes 9-7. Maybe 10-6. That's not good enough in the NFC.
I think Jakey can.
I think
Jakey's gonna.
Jakey's gonna make a comeback and barely miss the playoffs. I think Jake's gonna finish 10-6, 9-7. I think he's gonna come back and it's not gonna be enough. Unfortunately, I think that Savage Sam loss is gonna hurt him. But he will be close. I think the wild cards are gonna go to Seahawks and I think Wealthy gets in there. I think Wealthy rallies from his early downfalls of losing to me, Wild Shot, and who else did he lose to? God, but that was tough for him. But I think Spencer does take the NFC North.
I think he can. I think he'd have won it last year too had he not had some internet problems.
Actually, I'll put it right here. The winner of the Vikings-Packers game in 3 weeks. Or 4 weeks. 4 weeks from now, the winners of the Vikings-Packers game is going to be the deciding factor in who's going to win the division. I can guarantee you that. It's going to be a big game because it's going to come down to one game, and the tiebreakers and stuff like that. And but that's it. I don't think any of these other teams are even mentioned, at all. AFC, I think you have Colts 1 seed locked. Jets, I think they'll beat out the Pats. I think they'll take the division. Patriots, at this point, they could be the wild card. I think them and Chargers are the wild card, unless Titans starts doing what he just did against Wild Shot every game, and he's starts becoming one of those contenders. Then I think Titans is a good person you could throw in there.
Yeah, you still got Wrigley mixing it up a bit. Jamie's improved a little bit this year.
Jamie needs to get in the lab, and so does Wrigley if they want to.
Yeah, I think they can. I think if they get in the lab, they'll be all right. But they don't want to get in the lab, and they want to be stagnant. Rabble, I think Rabble. Did you say Rabble can win his all?
Rabble,
so
Rabble,
even if Rabble wins it all, I think Savage Sam. But the problem with that is, I think the winner of that division is going to make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to have a wild or a division winner and a wild card team. I think to make the playoffs, they've got to win that division.
No, but for sure.
Then again, you've got Bowden.
They're going to each other alive.
Once Bowden shoots the Ducks, he'll be all right.
I think the wild card contention, it's not a very clean race. The teams they're kind of scrappy and not that great. But what's up, Bowden? But I think I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be interesting for sure, and it's not going to be any clear wild card winners. But you want to go over the next week's games, Tom, and make some predictions?
Sure, I don't have them pulled up, but do you have them?
Yeah, I've got them right here.
Nice.
Steelers Browns. What do you think about that one?
Steelers.
Steelers, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I think
He's hitting
it's going to
his
be like
stride. Yeah.
maybe 10-point game. I think it's going to be like a 10-point game. Could you pull it
Steelers
up on
by a
Daddy Leagues
TD.
and put it on the podcast?
Yeah. Yeah, give me a sec.
Cool.
I returned, by the way.
What's up,
What's up,
Bowden? You want to
While
make some
while
picks
he's
with
pulling that
us?
up. Yeah,
Some
let's
what?
make
Some picks?
Yeah.
Some picks, dog. Yeah, for the
upcoming
we're
games.
going to week 8. Week 8.
Week 8 games. I'm finally back off my bye
Yes,
week.
sir.
Nice and fresh, I might add.
I'll be on my bye week as well for week 8.
True.
It's kind of a nice feeling, Can't take any L's.
Yeah, it's not updated completely. Some of these records. So what's your first one? You're talking about Steelers Browns? 4-2 Steelers versus 4-2 Browns. We might be awful weak. I think Steelers. How about you, Bowden? You watch many Steelers or Browns? I mean, these are possible playoff teams you're gonna have to compete with.
Yeah, no, you're definitely not wrong. I haven't seen a lot of Steelers play actually.
He beat the Browns in their last matchup by 10.
And he also just beat he gave the Pats their first loss. Yeah, the Steelers.
2 games in a row, 2 wins in a row.
I think
there'd be 3. He beat
have.
Savage Sam 2 weeks ago, and then he beat the Pats last week.
Wow. Yeah. Honestly, I could say Steelers by a touchdown in that. It looks like they're on the run.
Oh yeah. The next one we got. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Next one we got lined up is Bears and Carolina Panthers. Sporty and Ronan. Ronan's been ducking though. I don't know if this game will get played.
Quack.
So,
quack.
Quack. I don't know if this game will get played, but if it does, Sporty's been improving. Sporty came out the gate kind of not too hot, just like a lot of our users, but he's kind of been improving, and I think he snuck a win there against Titans, although it was his first game, and I think he got another one against was it Ravens or somebody, but he's not as bad as we thought, But I think Ronan, if he plays this game, will probably come away with it in a tight affair.
Panthers and what team?
Bears.
Panthers and Bears. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one.
I think it's Panthers. If Panthers plays, it's a dub.
The dub? Yeah, I don't think it's a clear dub.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I definitely think the game could go either way, but I feel like if the Bears can pressure the Panthers' offense, I feel like they definitely have the pass rush ability to keep him on his toes, and it might mess him up for the rest of the game. So I'm gonna have to go Bears on that one. I have to go Bears on a close game.
Oh yeah. So next one we got lined up is Chargers Ravens. Chargers quietly 5-2. Yeah. Chargers quietly 5-2. Ravens quietly tanking for Trevor. So I think this is a clear game. I think Chargers is going to win by a large margin. I think he's I forgot about him. I didn't. I said he's going to win get a wild card spot, didn't I? He's definitely going to have a wild card. So he's a sleeper team for sure, and I think he'll come away with this one by a large margin.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Chargers, but with my piece.
Chargers by 50. I'm gonna bring. We got another guy on here who wants to join for a couple minutes. We're gonna bring Wealthy in from the Bucks. He'll probably break down a couple games. What's up,
a lot of gang stuff.
What's up?
Muted Mike.
He
What's new?
Muted Mike. There he is.
What's going on, you guys?
What's up, Wealthy? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling. How about you?
We're just going over some Week 8 games.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yo. So here, I got one for you here, Wealthy. Ready? Titans, Jaguars. Bowden versus the new guy. Coming in, just beat Wild Shot. And he's looking not too bad right now. Looking like he could be...
Right.
I think he's going to ride that win, and I think he's going to beat Bowden. No offense, Bowden. I think you're good, but you're on a losing streak right now, and I think Titans going to take advantage of that. I think it's going to be close. It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring offensive affair, but I think it's going to be solid and the game to watch out for. I'm definitely going to be watching that game.
All right. Adding my bias, because I am the Jaguars. I agree with you. I think he's definitely riding the wave right now on that win streak, especially just coming into the league. But I don't think he's got it, Chief. I don't think he's got it.
Hey, man.
I have my defense, and I think they're definitely gonna have a big part in this next upcoming game. If I can shut down our offense, if I can knock him off his game plan, if I can come out and surprise him on defense, keep him on his toes, I feel like I can keep him guessing. Keep him guessing a lot.
Mariota definitely was looking not too hot in the last game, and he had to put Fromm in, who also didn't too well either. So his passing game isn't like amazing. So if Jalen Ramsey could shake him up a little bit, and I think it could go that way. But I'm going to go with Titans. Wellesley, what do you think about this game?
I think that Bowden has the pieces to lock down the Titans. I mean, he's got Ramsey and Boye. I don't know if there's any number one corner on the Titans or number one wide receiver on the Titans. Excuse me.
Poor Davis
Marcus
is like
Mariota, he's not. I don't know. He's not that. He's not that guy. And I feel like he's closer to Andy Dalton than he is to being a franchise quarterback. So, I think the quarterback matchup is just I think it's based on turnovers. I think if Bowden throws less if he has more turnovers, then he's gonna lose. But if he has less turnovers, then he's gonna win. But I think that defense is gonna stifle the Titans. I think Bowden's gonna come out, prove a point. After starting 1-0, he's lost his past 3 games. He's trying to get back on track and whatnot. So I think Bowden's gonna come back. I don't know who's gonna guard T. Higgins, if I'm being honest. That man's is a monster.
Wealthiness.
Same with DeAndre Swift. I mean, he's got that 1-2 punch at wide receiver and running back. But I think Bowden, what he has to do is limit the turnovers, and he'll be straight going forward.
That's a good point. I feel like turnovers is a big factor in this game. We got some good defensive players. Kevin Byard lurking just as much as Jalen Ramsey is. That man's amazing at the free safety.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's going to be pretty
lights out for him. I feel like he's got nothing
had the game-winning pick against Wildshot.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about this?
Was that close to the game when he played Packers?
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
He had a goal line interception to win the game.
So, my question is if Andy Dalton can come through. I mean, the Jaguars need it right now, right? They have lost games. They want to get back in the wild card hunt. I mean, obviously that team is not talented to go to the Super Bowl this year. I mean, let's be honest, but I think they can definitely make a play for a wild card spot, and I think their run starts here. Like this is make or break for their season. If the Jaguars can't beat the Titans, I mean, I don't know what else is gonna happen, but if he can come out and make a statement win against the team who beat the Green Bay Packers last week. Like, I know we don't think of the Green Bay Packers as highly as the Broncos and the Colts, but I definitely think that the Packers, on their days, they can be, number 2 team, in the NFC, and they can make a run for their money for anyone else. But I think for this game, I think the Jaguars, they're up against the wall. They have to come back. They can't take any more L's on their schedule, Like, I think the Jaguars are going to come out and win it 34-28.
Oh, yeah. I think it's going to be a score like that, too. Jamie, what's up? You back in? She's muted. She's currently muted.
I am back. I had to take a phone call.
We're breaking down some games.
And I'm going to get tacos.
Oh yeah, you want to break down this Titans Jaguars game? Some fellow AFC South competitors.
One question, Jamie, did you bring me tacos?
Taco time.
They'll probably be cold and soggy, and I can't do the taco justice, so unfortunately not.
I'll live this time.
Moist taco is my favorite. Okay, but Jamie, we got a Titans Jaguars matchup. Do you want to have any insight in this game?
Wait, did that already happen? That just shows how clueless. Okay,
it's
the next week.
We're going over week 8 games. Yeah.
Okay. I think that it'll be a good game. I don't know. I haven't seen what the Titans can do, but I guess the Titans are
just
good.
beat Wildshot last week.
I have no idea how to take that because I have also not seen Wildshot play.
Damn, Wildshot's overrated.
I'm worried about it.
I think it'll end in a tie. That's my bold prediction.
Okay, so Jamie's sleeping on both these teams. Jamie says they don't matter. He says you don't care.
So, Jamie, I have a question for you now that you're here. We all know that the Colts are undisputed number 1 team in that division, but the Titans, Jaguars, and the I'm missing one team here. It's
The
She's the
Texans.
last
She's the
team.
Texans.
She's the last team.
and the Texans. My bad, sorry, but I feel like it's like it's a close 3-way tie between each of your teams.
Ooh.
Looking forward, what are you gonna do going forward, trying to game plan against these guys? Because the Jaguars have Jalen Ramsey, and the Titans, they just beat Wild Shot. I mean, if you're trying to get in the wild card hunt, you got to play against these guys twice a year. So
Well, not throw interceptions.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. But I think that establishing the run game, because I have my my 3-headed running back I've got a power back, I've got a receiving back, and then I've got an elusive back. So, and then I also have Deshaun Watson, who's also a running back. So, I think just establishing the run game early and not abandoning. Whoa. Abandoning that would help me not go down in games and then resort to passing it and then throwing more interceptions, because that's usually how my game script goes. So
sounds like you and Wrigley have a reading defenses problem. You guys need to get in the lab.
Is that a little advertisement drop there?
Yeah. Kind of. It's more for the betterment of the league. All our users and get some practice in, and how competitiveness is nice. But I think that those bottom 3 teams in the AFC South is it's going to be very close. I think it's a dog fest, a dog fight.
If I would have beat Wrigley, then it would have been a different story. But I choked, so
losing to Wrigley is on you.
Yeah, I feel like I could have beat Colts if I wasn't still on acid and Adderall. So.
Oh well, Jamie, our next week's game is actually going to be it's about Texans Vikings. And I personally,
I don't know. I've never seen the Vikings play, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, Vikings is probably like a C+ tier user, B-. Maybe he's like a high floor though.
I give him a B-.
A high ceiling.
He gave me last week. I'll give him the B-.
Yeah, I think he's got potential that some people don't see. But I'm saying right now, Danielle Hunter has X factor. His D line's pretty nasty. It's no slouch. His D is pretty nasty. And I think your Houston Texans O-line is just awful. I think Deshaun Watson's going to get smothered. I think this is a game where people start turning their heads towards the Vikings and they say, hey, man, he's still in it. He's still going after wild shot. He's still in contention for the division. And I think this is the game where people are going to realize that. So unfortunately, Jamie, I'm going to have to go his way in this one by about 14 points.
Oh, that's harsh. That hurts my heart. I take some great pride in my defense.
Not so fast. Jamie by 50.
I did put up 56
It's an attest
points,
to your offense. It's an attest to your offense, not your defense.
Have
your
you
offense
seen
is just
Watson?
not.
That guy's like fucking Kyler Murray.
You put up 13 against Wrigley.
Deshaun Watson is like a Wisconsin cheese farm.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I gotta say.
Jamie
by 50.
My defense, besides, listen, Marquise Brown is a cheat code. Otherwise, I would have had like so many 3rd down stops and like 3 less touchdowns.
I'm surprised you didn't submit a game review because, I mean...
That's kind of cheese. Marquise Brown going on.
He's just cheese.
So?
He should be on Milky's team.
Damn, got him.
I think the last thing we need is seeing him on Milky's team.
Milky eats up speed receivers like BMAC eats up fucking McDonald's at his job.
Honestly, in this upcoming game, Texans, Vikings, having played the Vikings last week and knowing all their weapons, I feel like Houston's not going to match up on the defensive side.
Because no one would trade me a corner, so...
I feel like the Vikings just have way too many wide receivers. They have Thielen on one side.
It's the Chargers' fault.
on the other. And I feel like those 2 offensive weapons, especially if he can throw the ball like he did playing against me very accurately, especially even on my defensive backs. I don't know. I don't see how Jamie can't keep up with it. To be fair, I can see a very high offensive scoring game, but gonna have to go with the Vikings on this one by at least a score or two.
That's okay.
Well,
nope.
It's
Walty's dead or something. What about you, Colin?
Jamie by a touchdown. I think Spencer throws a pick late because Jamie's defense clamps. And I think Spencer is not as adept at throwing the ball as you guys think he is. That's his weakness. That's why he's going to win his division. But that's why he's going to end up losing in the playoffs because he's going to knock Wildshot out. So, Jamie by a touchdown. I think the Vikings struggle a little bit. They had one
Justin
good game.
Reed is going to get an interception late, and then I will kick a field goal.
Yes, she'll win a 3-0, a 3-2 game. That
3-2 game.
3-2
Fantastic.
game.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually going to be 5-2. So
next week we have our first Tank Bowl, Dolphins Bengals, an IRL Tank Bowl as well. Oh yeah. So who's going to win this Tank Bowl? I think, in my opinion, I think Goldmorg. First of all, he's a ducker, so he could lose like that, or he could win the Tank Bowl by ducking, or they play. And I think I scored playing kind of tough. I think he got maybe it was a little dumb luck, but I think he's more solid than some people think. And I think Storm, I think he's going to come out and drop 38 points on Dolphins' head, and Dolphins not going to be able to catch up. And I think Storm is going to Joe Mixon run his throat down the Dolphins' throat. So that's my prediction. I think the Dolphins win this Tank Bowl. Unfortunately, lose the game, but the tank for Trevor Lawrence is going pretty well for the Dolphins at this point.
Oh, I think it's the Dolphins' game to win, as in a sense that they're trying to lose. It's clear they're tanking, despite trading like 10 first-round picks for Marlon Humphrey. Not my GM, but I still think they're still going to throw. They're almost as bad as Trevor when it comes to throwing interceptions.
Okay.
So I think I am the Storm. I think he's going to win. And I think Case Keenum is going to spread himself all over the Dolphins, and he's going to mount the Dolphins, and he's going to take them for a ride.
Like Jimmy G in that one picture.
Oh my goodness. On a side note, I just got so scared because I opened my fridge and I thought there was no milk. Meanwhile, I just made a bowl of cereal.
Pick up milk? All right, Jamie, do you have a take on this game? Oh, Jamie's muting him, right?
Oh, she's back.
He's back. There she is. Oh.
Oops. My bad. I'm back.
Okay, so do you have a take on the Bengals-Dolphins game?
I feel like there will be lots of turnovers.
Oh, yeah. And any Tank Bowl, there's going to be turnovers.
Yes, it's going to come down to who throws as many Trevor interceptions, or the least amount of Trevor interceptions.
Okay.
So who is the Bengals quarterback? Is
Case
it
Keenum.
still Andy Dalton? Oh,
no, Andy Dalton is on the Jags.
Jags.
Gang. So the Jags have Nick Foles
and
Andy Dalton.
And Gardner.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot to take in.
Minshew's stats need to get buffed because he's literally a 61 overall in the league. That's something I've been meaning to bring up. I feel like
to be fair, DJ Chark is also very low. We're not going to bump up guys that have performed well in the regular season. Unfortunately, it's a little too late. But maybe if we sauce him up a little bit, he might get up here. But Bowden, what's your take on this Bengals-Dolphins game?
Have you ever seen trains like on the tracks going at each other?
Personally, no, but I can imagine.
Yeah, you can imagine, but that's how I'm thinking the game's gonna go. I think literally it's gonna come down to who has the least amount of turnovers, and that even comes down to if the game gets played in general. But if I'm gonna have to choose a garbage fire, it's gonna have to be the orange and black garbage fire. I'm gonna have to go with Bengals over the Dolphins because I can't, in the sober mind I'm in, vote for the Dolphins.
Okay, so
fun fact before we hold up, the Bengals beat who was the Bengals' only win?
Who was it? Is this a pop quiz?
This is a pop quiz.
Oh shit!
The Bengals' only win was Rams.
Who did it beat?
Don't think too hard.
Rabble.
It's
you?
Jamie.
Jamie. Jamie.
Mike's muted.
Damn.
So,
Damn.
I don't blame him.
hold your horses now.
I'm still here. Sorry, it's loud.
We're just gonna let you know you've given 2 winless teams a win, and Wrigley and Bengals. So.
Okay, I've been high most of those games, so my key to winning is to not be high.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I can guarantee you Wrigley was higher than you, so that's probably why he won.
That Bengals game, okay, it was a. And I just wanted to get it over with. I was just like, fuck it, I'm not even gonna try to come back. So.
Oh.
Damn. Tough.
Yeah, honestly, she says that, and I go, oh, but I have been in that situation this season. Those those big losses are hard to take, but it's how you bounce back from them losses that really makes you as a team. So you either win or you learn. You never lose in a.
So we unanimously have the Dolphins winning the Tank Bowl and losing here to the Bengals.
Oh yeah.
So next one, I think this is going to be a pretty easy one. 49ers having a terrible season. They might let Jimmy G go. They might draft Trevor if they're have the worst record. They said it would. They said they would draft Trevor if they had the worst record.
So did that Lamar trade go through or
no, did not.
Do I smell Jimmy G on the block?
If they after the season,
you smell
maybe.
Jimmy G and his $30 million a year contract on the block.
Oh, it smells like shit.
Anyways, so 49ers is playing the Patriots, and I think the Patriots, while we don't think he's as good as his record shows, I do think he's still going to win this game. 49ers is just, I think it's going to be closer than, the records would show. Like, if you think like a 5-1 team versus like an 0-6 team, that'd be like an easy dub, But I think it's going to be a little closer, but I think the Pats still going to come away with this win over the 49ers,
I can agree on the fact that it's going to be a close game. I feel like the one thing the 49ers have been complaining all season is lack of performance on the low side, which it's hard to fathom, especially with the offensive line he has around him. But I feel like if Garoppolo can hold court and play better than he has the rest of the season, even consistently, I feel like he has the weapons on the offensive side with Kittle and Goodwin that he can actually. I think he can. I think the 49ers can pull off an upset. It's definitely going to be a close game, and he has to play his cards right. But I can see the 49ers winning this. I could by a close margin.
Okay, Fallon, what do you think about this game?
I think the 49ers are going to win this one. 49ers lead the league in sacks. Tom Brady is leading the league in turnovers. Or not turning over, but he's leading the league and playing like shit. I think the 49ers get some pressure on him. I think Jimmy G gets a couple bailouts. And I think he beats his old team.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Surprise win for the 49ers. First one of the season. Second loss in a row for the Pats.
Yep. I think
Pats are going to drop 4 in a row.
You think the Pats are going to drop 4 in a row? I don't 4 losses.
Very possible.
It is very possible.
Especially if he loses to the Niners. Then that's like downhill.
Who does he have his next couple games? Do you have it pulled up? If not, I can.
No, that's just my bold prediction.
I'll look right now, actually. See,
We've got Rabble commenting. He said, Texans lose by 35, Bengals by 30. Y'all talking up the Texans, but Bengals smacked them.
But so Pats has Dolphins, 49ers, Jets. And then he has that's counting this week. And then Dolphins again. So, I don't know about losing 4 straight, but I mean, I could say that bailouts is probably the most consistent way of winning games. Pats kind of wins on bailouts every now and then, So you see a little trend downwards for him in his back half of the season.
There we go. Milky said he thinks 49ers is decent, so.
Yeah,
And Milky
49ers
said
isn't
so.
horrible.
Usually Milky beats people by 40, and he only beat 49ers by like 20. So
interesting. You know, that's a yeah, that says something. You know,
we'll see.
but see, and then next week we got Colts Broncos. This is gonna be the game of the week for sure. It's
Ooh,
a
for sure.
AFC Conference Championship game rematch. You know, Cam Newton now in the Colts, so I think that's going to be a big increase for the Colts. And I think it's going to be a factor in why the Colts win this game. I think the Broncos are going to get to Cam. I think Vaughn is going to get some sacks.
Whoa.
But I do think that Cam is going to go off. I think Cam throws for 350 yards and 4 touchdowns this game. I think he's going to score a bunch of points. I think the Broncos are going to try to keep up with Block and Cheesy Noah Fant, but I just don't think they have it in them. I think it's going to be. I think Matt's going to win by about 14 points this game, not because of the skill gap, just because it's going to be a game where I feel like this is his game.
You said it like this game's gonna come down to Cam Newton's performance, and you said that in a good way. But honestly, as soon as you said it, I thought it was negative. I think Cam Newton is going to be the reason that the Broncos actually come away with this one. Like you said, the Broncos are definitely going to be sending pressure at Cam most of the game, keep him moving behind the line, and I feel like if they can keep him behind the line of scrimmage while he's moving, and get him down behind the line, get sacks, keep him pressure, keep him moving, I feel like he's gonna throw those bad passes, those inaccurate passes, and those could go either way. They could go out of bounds, or you could see a pick six out of them. But I feel like Cam Newton right there is really that big wild factor. You just don't know. He could have a great game. He could elude the pressure, but in my eyes, I feel like the Broncos front seven is just it's too much for it's too much for Cam. Too much for Cam. I don't see it. I see Broncos by 10.
Another 10-point decider for the Broncos Colts game. All right, Tommy. What do you think about this? This is your game. What do you think? What do you think happens here?
What do you think about him? Well,
yeah,
Colts by 10. They made too many moves. Cam, he's glitchy. He's got that 99 speed behind the line. Easy money. He's got Sherman to lock up whoever I throw out there. I mean, hell, my guys might as well be me running routes out there. Besides Noah Fant. Lindsey's hurt. You know, the usual. Can't do much. We'll see what. Last year he beat us in the regular season. Went back, studied up, beat him by 10 in the chip. I think he beats us this time, but we'll learn. We'll learn on film.
Do you think this is a menial game in the long run?
What's up?
You think this is a menial game in the long run, basically?
Basically, I mean, we play 17 games all year. As far as I'm concerned, there's not a team left on my schedule that can beat me. So.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, confidence.
It's pretty confident.
I mean, the rest of my schedule looks after this. It's Savage Sam, and then there's like Chargers again. I've got Raiders twice. You've got BMAC, and then you've got Jets.
I think Chargers could rail one off you.
I beat him by 40 last time, so yeah, I'm not too concerned.
Yeah, I know. So next up, we got Papa Wrigley and Jets. Now, keep in mind, they have never played before as these teams, but Papa Wrigley took over as Bills and beat Jets in the wild card matchup last year. And just, after a good season, Jets only lost one game, won like 6 straight. He ended up losing to Wrigley in the first round when Wrigley took over the Bills in a defensive game, and it was pretty ugly for the Jets. And they looked like they need to go back to the drawing board and get some offense going. Jets said he wanted to get in the lab in his offense, but he has not done so yet. I think.
All right, what do I do to get in the lab? What's the
You look at the mentor tab. This is perfect. Everyone listening, go to the mentor tab. I'll post it in the channel right now. Again, #mentor. Hit up any one of those people that are mentors, me, Swayze, Wealthy, and you can add us on PS. Just DM us, add us on PSN, and when we give it to you, and then schedule time, and then we got you. 2 of us are just college kids / high school kids that don't have anything going on right now, so kind of available all the time. So, anyways, that's
didn't have anything going on.
Oh yeah, just for me, it's school. It's just college. That's it. But anyways, back to the Chiefs and Jets. I think Jets wins this game barely, but I think it's gonna look ugly for them as a 5-1 team, barely scraping out a win against. Ron Jeremy
Jets is 5-1.
Jets is 5-1, but he's gonna come up with the ugly one against the 1-5.
I feel like Chiefs are gonna win. Chiefs got like nothing to lose. Their division. I feel like they're gonna hit a couple of big plays to Tyreek.
I mean, Jets also
Chiefs
plays like.
Won by 14.
You guys ever watch Jets play? Jets plays like a 1970s wing T team. He's like, fucking Le'Veon Bell sucks, and then he gives them 30 touches a game. He's like, Le'Veon Bell's so good, I'm finally winning. And he throws it like 2 times to Sam Darnold.
Both their picks. Like, house.
That's basically, if you watch the Jets, that's how it works. The real question is,
let's advance.
Advance will be when Ravens and Dolphins, not Ravens, Jets, Dolphins and Pats play.
Let's just send to the draft. Forget it.
Yeah, that's a good philosophy to have. You know.
Nah, I got some wins I gotta get. Hold on.
I'm gonna draft the Chiefs wide receiver in the 2nd round.
Oh, like everyone else last draft?
There's like 14 wide receivers.
I don't think KJ Hamler's going in the 2nd round because he's the best wide receiver ever.
I
think I'm gonna draft the guy with the physical trait just for the hell of it.
You're spilling all your draft information, Jamie.
This is my knowledge that I'm sharing. I'm sharing my draft tactics, and then no one will replicate them because they can't be replicated because I'm gonna have all the picks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you want a good draft, just replicate what I did.
So, like, I have, like, 12 picks now. So if someone wants to draft someone before me, I'll just move up and draft them. Or if the person that I wanted gets drafted, I can move back.
You can get more picks. Cheeser.
Exactly.
We're going to make a limit. We're going to make, you know how we have a rule called the Charger rule? We'll make it, it's called the Jamie rule on how many picks you can have.
Hey, now.
You guys like that?
Back all the time. It's very realistic.
Honestly, I believe I had more picks than last year's draft than Jamie does this year, to be fair.
I am just getting started. By the time the draft comes around, I will have 15.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the first draft, I had back-to-back first round picks. I had back-to-back 3rd rounders. I had back-to-back 4th, and I had 3 6th round picks.
Jesus.
Yeah, and that was me just coming into it.
I think I had 3 seconds, but then I traded one of my seconds.
What's up, Rabble?
Rabble-dabble.
Rabble's in here.
Rabble-dabble.
Rabble's going to be rabbing on for them 15 minutes he's got.
Yes, sir. All about celery shakes.
He's like, give me the rule change.
Well,
make everyone
I'm going to get
everyone.
my tacos now, so I have like 10 minutes.
All right, have fun, Jamie.
No, I have 10 minutes.
I thought you meant like you were going to go get your tacos now.
Oh no, I'm going there right now. But once I get there, it's taco time.
Yeah,
so.
Taco time. Wealthy
works at a taco time.
Did you know that, Jamie?
I don't eat Taco Bell. Taco Bell is literally the worst thing ever.
No, he works at Taco Time. He's on a commercial. He said it's like all over. He's on a commercial.
What the hell is Taco?
Oh.
What's up, podcast?
What's up, Rabble? You come in here and chew me out?
Tell me how do I make this speaker?
I don't fucking know.
Tap the bottom. Let's see the little speaker thing. Tap that.
Make sure it's bright white. There you go.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Did you get it? It's right next to the head.
He's gone. Rip.
Oh, old man. Old man doesn't know how to operate phone.
Yeah. It's okay, Rabble.
So next week, this is going to be an embarrassing game. Seahawks-Bills. Seahawks-Bills.
Seahawks by 40.
I think Josh Allen and BMAC duo is a disaster formula. And I think Josh Allen throws 4 picks. And what is a horrible game for the Buffalo Bills. I know Skip Bayless would describe the Bills as something else, but I don't think of that. And I think Seahawks team, and I think they're gonna like a high upside B plus team, and I think they're gonna smack around the Bills here, and they're gonna show why the Bills are gonna stay in the cellar.
Speaking of smacking around, Rabble's here. He smacks people around.
There we
Rabble.
go.
You here?
Finally.
Yeah, you got it all set up?
Rabble, who did you draft in the first round?
I didn't have a first round draft pick.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He traded him for 10 this year.
Draft pick. I didn't have a third round draft pick either.
Damn.
First pick was
but
in
now
the
you have
round.
hella picks.
But now I have 10 picks in the first 3 rounds.
Jesus Christ.
I think I have 7. I don't know. I have
Jamie,
3 third-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and 1 first.
Damn, Jamie the Trade Shark's looking like a Jamie the Piranha right now compared to Rabble.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
it
Jamie's the
only
trade
matters right before the draft. I will have another third-round pick.
The thing with Jamie though is that she knows.
I trade during the draft.
She knows how to draft. I don't know how to draft. She finds those gems everywhere.
You have to spend your points. If you don't have a position, if you don't have a position that you need, don't even put your points there.
Yeah,
that's a smart philosophy.
Very smart.
I didn't have any points on QBs. I didn't have any points on tight ends. I didn't have any points on middle linebackers.
And now you need a middle linebacker because you're trying to ship
I do not. I am switching to a 4-3.
Which means you need more linebackers.
Ding ding ding. No, because I have Cunningham, and I have my one that I drafted, and then I will have Merciless, and then I will also have
3-4. He's a 3-4 linebacker. Merciless cannot play off ball.
Well, then I'll stay at a 4-3 or a 3-4.
And then you'll need linebackers.
No, because I have so many picks. I will be okay.
She's gonna take if you get Micah Parsons, that's all you need.
Yo.
Do you know who Micah Parsons is?
I'm not drafting. I do. I'm not drafting because I want him to be drafted on the Raiders, but I do not want a linebacker in the early rounds. I was gonna try to draft the gem.
I think Micah Parsons is a gem.
All right, you heard it here
first.
I think Micah Parsons
with my first round pick.
I think that would possibly be the dumbest thing you could do, because I don't think you understand that centers don't matter in Madden. But I think you should draft Micah. Yes, I think you should draft Micah Parsons.
Well, I have 7.
I've seen the draft class, and I think you should draft Micah Parsons.
I think I'd probably pass.
Okay, I tried. I didn't make it that obvious, guys, but I think I made it clear that Micah Parsons would be who she wanted.
I'm trying to get Trevor Lawrence.
I was trying to get Trevor Lawrence. Rabble,
I want a corner.
you got 7 people tanking right now, Rabble. Even your friend Storm is tanking for Trevor.
So, yeah, but I figured 10 picks should get me close, right?
No, because
for Trevor Lawrence, he's the best quarterback coming out. It's going to be, if you want to trade for Trevor Lawrence, you have to do a deal bigger than Carson Wentz, bigger than RG3. You're going to have to give someone the bag.
Because I already know 49ers. 49ers, he already has Jimmy G, but he said if he has the first pick, he's taking Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I think anyone with the first pick.
I think you can't tell me Dolphins isn't going to take Trevor Lawrence if he has the first pick.
Well, maybe me and Dolphins have been having a little chat about what he might want.
Well, Dolphins does get off to trade, so
Dolphins also might have schizophrenia. So.
He might have schizophrenia.
Have you seen some of the DMs between that guy? Oh man,
Rabble. So
what was the trade for RG3?
It was bad. It was like 2 first-round picks, a bunch of seconds.
So you're saying 3 firsts and 4 seconds wouldn't be enough for Trevor Lawrence?
I think you still have some people that are going to be like, oh, Trevor Lawrence, even though I have an 80-plus quarterback, I got to take him.
Yeah. They might just take Trevor. I mean, I don't know. Those picks are kind of enticing. But, I mean, I don't know, man. If this all was for Trevor, good on you, Rabble. But, good. So, Rabble, you also have, you're in the Muffin Mill today. And you answered some questions. And you talk about TJ Watt, elite team. And so how are you feeling at this almost year? How are you feeling right now?
I'm not feeling confident. I'm feeling a little nervous. I think I'm a little overrated.
I think that sounds like a Bills fan right there. I'm feeling confident, but I'm also feeling nervous because I've watched my team start off 5-0 and then go 6-10.
Okay, Tommy's had enough beers, and I'm just gonna start talking about the Bills. Let's get it back to Rabble.
All right.
Rabble,
I think I got a little lucky against. I actually feel like I got more lucky against Sam than I did against the Patriots.
Really?
I think I had control of that Patriots game the whole time, and I think he got lucky. I think I dropped a bunch of passes that was bullshit. I probably dropped like 3 interceptions that should have been easy versus New England, and it took an unbelievable catch for me to beat the Browns. So I'm a little nervous about that because if I lose to the Browns this week, kind of fucked. So I'm a little nervous.
Against the Patriots, you also had a chance to go up by 3 scores late in the fourth, and instead you threw a pick 6.
I know, and I'm calling that play, and I'm like, all right, this is either going to be a touchdown or I'm going to just spike this into the ground. Like, do not if they're not wide the fuck open, don't throw the pass. Don't throw the pass.
And
then I come out and I see him break, and I'm like, threw the pass. And as soon as I threw it, I was like, why did I do that? And I knew he was going to house it. So
yeah,
one of those mistakes you make once, and then you remember, all right, it's not worth it. Calm down. I think that's what Storm is going through too. I think you start out, you haven't played in a while. You think, oh, I can just start throwing bombs, and then you have to remember, no, this, football's not a game of. You're not playing arcade mode here. You gotta hit the run. You gotta do some short passes. You gotta work your opponent. I know you all like. I've been worried that I'm gonna start getting shit for that jet sweep. Inside zone I do.
Times.
I play fucking mind games with people with that thing. And you guys can give me shit and say that's cheese, but that's fucking football. I set them up so bad, and then you don't know when that jet sweep's coming, and then it comes, and you're standing there with your pants around your ankles, and I've just fucked you in the ass. So I think it's totally football, and I think Storm and I are starting to get back, and I'm a little disappointed that you guys have been so disrespectful to him on the podcast about how good he is. So
no, we had Bengals losing the Tank Bowl, so we all had unanimously Bengals losing the Tank Bowl. So we think he's gonna win that game.
On the side note here, Savage Sam just put in the thing. He's like, when people say I don't share the ball, but Odell Beckham almost has like 5 less catches than Njoku, even though Beckham's played like 2 games. So
yeah,
sip the tea.
I mean, my strategy against the Patriots was don't throw to Gilmore and stop Michelle. My strategy against the Browns is don't let him throw deep and don't let Myles Garrett sack me. If you can do those things against him, you can beat him every time. Jake Witt, I went in thinking I'm not going to let this fucker run on me, and I'm not going to let him sack me. And that guy is good because I felt like I was doing those things, and he still said, screw you, I know how to play this game better than you do, and watch this. And he made me look pretty foolish. So
you know what's a good thing to do against players like that, Rabble?
What's that?
You want to get in the lab before you play them. You want to get in the lab.
All right, boys. I just want to say I had a great time here in the podcast. But, I'm gonna have to call it a night. I got 5 minutes for clocking out.
All right, man.
Heading up to Westfield State University to have a fun night with females. But
yeah, college females.
You know how that goes.
But yeah, we've been advertising. Nice plug-in, Rabble. We're telling Jamie all night. Lab. Anyone who comes in here, lab. Preaching to everybody, lab. So you want to schedule a lab game, get some of that knowledge in. You run in that cover 4 without using that deep middle safety. It's going to screw you up. That's a lot of tips and tricks for you. Hit me up, only $5.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I got a question for you too, though. You were giving me shit about So I got a question about personnel matching.
Yep.
Because Jake Witt was gashing me with the run.
Yes.
And he's coming out of the run in like a shotgun. Can I play a 4-3 versus that if he's gashing me with a run?
So that's a rule that Tommy and I have discussed. That he felt like So a while ago, I apparently I made this up, basically I decided, me and Milky both too, if you're getting run all over, like, and someone, the obvious thing is 10 seconds, and someone comes out like in a 3 wide receiver set, you're supposed to run big nickel, right? But if you're allowing like 8 yards per carry, like against the Eagles or whatever, but if you're allowing 8 yards per carry, we think that you should be able to like go up a size, like 4-3, 3-4 in those situations. But
right,
the only problem with that is we don't want people abusing it. Like we have a thing to where like, you should be able to use that risk, still like be able to get on you if you overuse it. Like you can't like have someone 50 yards on you in the first quarter. Like, oh, they're running all over me. I got to abandon personnel matching. Like it would only work in cases like, if they run a lot in first and long or second and long or whatever, first and 10, second and 10, second and 5, whatever, and you notice they're doing that, you can start coming out and have your packages a little bit more. But I don't want to see 4-3 on third and. I don't want to see I don't want to see like if it's like second and long. Yeah, I want to see you use it to aid you, but not enough to where it's way too much. I don't want to see like it being used as like an advantage over you. And when you start stopping the run using that, try going back to personnel matching, So
right.
if you start stopping the run, like, okay, I'm gonna go back to personnel matching, and if it gets bad again, like bad, I'm gonna go back to like going up a side. But we're gonna tell people we're very cautious with that rule, and if we catch you like doing it in situations where it doesn't make sense, we're still gonna get on you for it, And what I got on you for wasn't against the Eagles game. It was the Pats game. So you're running and this is still personnel matching. It's the same amount of receivers as it is running big nickel on the final game drive, right? And that's personnel matching. However, it's dumb. I'll tell you why. Big nickel, it's 2 linebackers and a safety instead of a corner. So those guys are gonna be like a run package, and you were like running that even though it's an obvious passing situation. Like you should be running dime in that situation, like that, dime, mainly dime on that final drive where he has to pass. And then we got to the 1 yard line, you ran nickel. Instead of running big nickel, you ran big nickel the whole drive. Instead of running big nickel, you went down a size to nickel. And even though it was like
he got on the 1 yard line, and I was just so like, fuck, he's just driving on me. I wasn't even thinking. But I like running big nickel more because all my corners are shit. So if I put 3 corners out there, my third corner is like a 71 overall. I'd way rather have Devin Bush in there.
Devin Bush, linebacker?
I have Devin Bush and Shazier. I'd way rather have both of them in coverage than my 70 overall cornerback.
Oh, well, the 2 linebackers, big nickel is going to have the 2 linebackers the way. Big nickel does, it takes out the third back and replaces with safety.
Oh, okay.
See, you wouldn't have known that, but now you went in the lab on the pod, and now you're chilling.
Wait, yeah, so can we in this league use like a safety in the sub LB position?
He's got to be third string in the sub linebacker spot.
Yeah.
He's got to be third on the depth chart.
Sub linebacker has to be a linebacker.
Wait.
Can't be. We do position checks for that. Sub linebacker can't be a safety, can't be a corner. It has to be.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because if you're running dime, like in a third, like a final drive situation, you only have one linebacker anyway. So that sub linebacker, quote unquote, be a safety anyways, because if you're running dime, So basically,
so when you use big nickel, does that like?
Okay, I'll tell you what. This is what big nickel does. Big nickel and nickel are the same thing, except instead of a cornerback, and like if you're
use a safety.
It's a safety. There's nothing different. The big nickel and nickel are the exact same, except for the safety is replaced.
So does the game automatically use the safety for you, or do you have
to
make that adjustment? Okay.
Nickel is automatically going to have your second strong safety in at your position.
Well, all I know is Jake Witt took me to the fucking cleaners and made me look silly.
so Jake Witt, what he does is he comes out in this empty set, right? And sometimes when I see empty set, I go dime, dime, because you're thinking that's 5 wide. There's no running back behind. There's no running back there, empty set. I'm going to have 5 DBs out there, But what he does is what nobody else in the league does. I've seen like one other person trying to mimic it, I think. I can't remember who it was. But he like hits the square button to audible, flips over a few formations, bam, inside zone, Miles Sanders. And if you don't have the personnel on there, he's gonna fucking torch you. And
what's wrong with that though?
There's nothing wrong.
Teams
with
do it all the time in real life.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not complaining. I'm saying you got to prepare for it. Tough. You know, you got to like.
I mean, if you don't have the front line to match his, it's just him saying, "I have a better line than you. Come and stop me."
So the thing with Jake Witt is he's a guy that clearly understands football. Like when I played Sam, he doesn't understand football. Like he's just out playing Madden. Like Jake Witt is like Jake Witt's trying to personnel match you. He's trying to misdirection you. He's moving guys all over the formation, trying to get your eyes to move.
And he wants to put you in mismatches. Yeah.
And then he just stomps you and keeps you off guard. Like you can't like when you play some guys, it's like okay, they're gonna run on first down, they're gonna try to pass on second down, then they're gonna have to throw it long on third because they didn't do anything on those first 2 downs. Jake Witt like just fucks with you the whole game. Like, here's a bubble screen on first down, and now it's 2nd and 4, and now I'm going to run on you, and now I'm going to go long on you on first down, and now it's 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and 3, most of the guys in this league, they're trying to throw 60 yards down the field. Jake Witt's like, oh, here's a big formation with my tight end as a fucking fullback, and I'm going to give it to him, and you can't tackle him because he's too big. And it's just like, that's why I'd say, like, I got fuzzy around the 3rd quarter because I couldn't keep up with how fast he was thinking. It's just like
you got to get in the lab.
What is going on here, man?
So some users can like Milk. The people I'm going to think of that are like that, and specifically Wealthy, Milky, and Jake Witt. They'll rattle off points on you fast as you don't even know what happened. You know,
literally, Wealthy was up 21-0 to me in the first quarter. I was like, this isn't how it's supposed to go.
The thing with Milky that I watch is like Milky has the football sense, but he's also, I think he's a better user than Jake Witt. Where Jake Witt is like just smart, like he just
that's what I think. I think Jake Witt, like I don't think he's gonna come out and like shock you with. I mean, he's a good user. Don't get me wrong. But he's more of a game plan type of guy than he is like making crazy reads and making huge plays or whatever. I think he just knows how to come out and like punch you in the face with his offensive play calling, and he knows how to clamp you on defense. Use his players to his advantage. You know, that's a good roster. That's good like the Saints.
Like on defense, I never felt like he was like the best user I've gone against. Like I think actually probably Sam was a better defensive user. But, like, he's just always in position, like, and, like, it's like he knew what plays I was calling. And, like, and not only what plays I'm calling, but what receiver I'm hoping gets open. And he's like, boom, I'm covering him. Like, and then you're scrambling, trying to figure out, well, what's my next option? And then you're sacked. And then you're down 3 scores and just hoping for mercy. And you're thinking about pulling the plug, like, some of our fellow friends, but yeah, that was a wake up call. He's really good. He's really, really good. So
hey man, you're learning from these games. And Rabble, you have time to learn and get fucked up by certain answers because the rest of your division is getting fucked up in the same game.
You play in probably that and the AFC East are the 2 worst divisions in the game.
Yeah, I gotta say, I wish I was playing like it's like a double-edged sword because I'm glad I'm winning and I hope that I can win the division and make the playoffs, but I also like want to be playing better competition.
You know how you play better competition?
Yeah, get in the lab. I know. I know. You want me to get in the lab and we can get on the mic together and you want us to be friends. We'll do that. I promise. It's just been a crazy week.
Oh yeah. Titan says he wants to be entertained. Tommy, do you want to get him on here too?
Yeah. We can.
In the meantime, Rabble, what's the game you're looking forward to the most in the coming weeks?
Well, I'm kind of biased because as many of you know, Stormy and I are good buddies. So we're really pumped that we got in the same division and we'd be able to play each other a couple times a year. So, and I gotta tell you guys,
friends?
Oh yeah, we've been since about 2nd grade, so we go way back.
So you're like Milky and Fallen up.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, Storm was the best man at my wedding, so we're good buddies. He was the left tackle, I was the right tackle all through school, and we're good buddies. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing him. And I got to tell you, I keep saying it, and you guys think that, I'm just protecting my friend here. But back in the day when we used to play Madden, Storm used to stomp my ass when we played each other. So I know it's coming. I know he's gonna.
That Bengals roster is one of the worst in the entire league. So he's doing a lot right now. And he played me tough. Like I want to say that hey man, I didn't play my best game that game, and I feel like some things didn't go my way, but he still did pretty damn good. I mean, going into that game, it was like a 1-5 Bengals team. It's gonna be like a easy coasting game, right? And I mean, he for a while had control, but towards the end, he his offense was pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard with Case Keenum. It's hard to
for sure. With that 78 throw power,
Yeah, and I think he
throwing soft.
Drafted QB, and I think he'll be all right. I think he's got some young talent on that team, and It sounds like I'm really sucking him off here, but I'm telling you, he's going to surprise some guys. And
nothing wrong with me. Every time Fallon speaks about Milky, he sucks. Don't even swear.
Milky's the second best user in this league.
See, here he goes.
Dude, but Milky will drop 50 on anyone's neck.
Okay, yeah, no, we know.
Come on now. How are you going to stop his offense?
But it doesn't change the fact that you suck him off. But
he's beating your ass, so.
Okay, listen, but what you need to tell Stormy does not need to get in the lab because he needs a tank for Trevor. So Stormy needs to hold off on the lab, or at least he needs to pretend like he's not good for a couple more weeks.
Yeah. He's itching to win though. He's sick of this losing shit. And
I know he's sick of it, bro. But if he wants that number 1 pick, he's got to do some more of it.
I'm telling you guys though, and I know I'm not the best. But I think I'm pretty good. Storm used to beat me so bad that I would go full Bowden when we played, and I would just tear my PlayStation out of the wall. Like he used to it'd be the first quarter, and he'd be up 45 points, and I'd be like,
Triple
fuck
B?
you, I'm not playing with you.
Triple
like,
B? B?
Bowden out of bounds?
He made me quit Madden a few times in our past, so I'm telling you. Now, I will say this about him, though. When he used to beat me, he used to be a big-time cheeser.
Oh yeah.
Like, so are we talking 5 verts kind of cheese?
No, I'm talking he'd run the tight end out, and it was uncoverable, and he'd just run it over and over and over and over and over again. And that used to drive
so you're talking Savage Sam level cheese.
Yeah, like Savage Sam just throw it to Odell. Have you played him with Odell?
I have not played.
You're in for a treat. If you think Noah Fant or Evan Ingram are cheese, yeah. Wait till you see Odell. Odell's got the ability. His ability is he when he gets the ball, he looks like Philip Lindsay. So he just makes everyone miss. All his jukes, he gets better jukes, quicker jukes, better animations, everything.
Oh yeah, but we got a new guy in here on the podcast now. We got Titans. What's that dude? What do we call you? Gaster? What is that? What is that?
Yeah, that's Gaster.
Gaster. All right, what's up, Gaster?
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be able to represent my team. I'm hearing some bad things, so I just came to clear some stuff up.
Yeah, Fall said you're gonna take an L to Jamie next week. Jamie ain't looking too hot as of late, and he thinks Jamie's gonna drop a load in your face. So
Jamie's needs some help.
I don't want Gaster to think I don't like him, but I got to take off, guys. I go.
All right, have fun, man.
So,
go break some bread with the fam. Enjoy pumping your Cal shakes.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, Rob, we'll see you.
Great podcast, guys. Thanks.
Yep. Later, man.
Yeah.
All right, Gaster, but you're coming off a fucking.
Me off of this thing.
What the
sorry.
Fucking red button, you fucking old man.
Old man.
Okay. All right, so Gaster, you came
Hold up. I got a DM here from Storm. He said he failed to mention that he stole my cheese move from me to piss everyone off when we played in college. Fucking cheaters.
Wildshot won them too in a little bit, so. But yeah, so Gaster came in with a fucking nice one against Wildshot Packers that everyone had rated high. Swayze had them in the elite tier, and you came in and you beat him in a pretty close game. Offensively, you didn't look fantastic, but your defense was pretty solid in that game.
Yeah, that's my main concern with what was happening here, right? Everyone predicted our game was talking big scores. My defense showed up against the Packers. They've showed up. I've had AFC Defensive Player of the Year 2 weeks in a row, right?
Oh, shit.
Like
Bayard's been playing lights out.
Bayard's been playing great. We destroyed many teams on. I mean, defensively, we've been playing outstanding. And hopefully, with this quarterback switch, we get a little more offense going. So, I mean, we're looking good right now. And I think our rough start early on made us seem kind of weak. You know, like I have 3 losses on the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at least a wild card, you know? Like not even no question.
Are
no
you
question.
are you predicting a playoff berth here?
That isn't even the start for us.
Oh.
We would be disappointed in our season if we missed the playoffs, right? Like that's only the beginning of what we should be doing.
Okay, I see this. So who do you think? So last year, I'm gonna rattle off the playoff teams here that were for you. So last year, the low tier playoff teams were like the Bills, the Jets, and then who was another one? Chargers. Now, who do you think out of those you're gonna knock off, take their spot, and claim your position in the playoffs? You think there's anybody in there that just doesn't impress you, and you think you can take them?
The Browns also made the playoffs.
Browns also made the playoffs.
Yes, it's the same Browns user as well, Sam.
Okay, well the Browns are no question. I mean, that was hardly a game.
Oh shit!
I was in the voice chat with you guys the whole game. That's how little I cared about that Browns game because I mean it wasn't even a question I was going to win that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean,
all he does is just throw it, contested balls all day.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
feed Chubb. He was giving Chubb like 25 carries a game, so I think he got hurt.
Yeah, and the Packers, right? The Packers got one easy touchdown, right? Just one Moss.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen with that cheesy roster. Yeah,
exactly. Minus that and plus a couple field goals that I missed, that game wasn't even close either, right?
See, I feel like people forget that the Packers have a juiced roster. You know, people say like Swayze, Eagle, but Wildshot's got a pretty damn good roster.
He's got the
too.
best quarterback in the game. When this guy gets in the zone, he literally can't be intercepted. So.
And you came out there with the Titans, a starless team outside of Kevin Byard, and you came out there and you played some smash mouth defense and fucked them up. So.
Yeah, I mean, our game planning is by far the best out of pretty much any user in this. I mean, we have probably out of the winning teams who have been winning recently, we have the worst roster, right? Like we have almost nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I have superstar abilities on a D lineman, and it's just run stuffer. You know, like it's not even a good ability, right? So we're coming out there with a subpar lineup, but we're playing good, right? Against these teams that should destroy us, and I think it's a wake up call for people, you know.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up your schedule for the next 4 games, and I want you to tell me, like, what do you think? What games are gonna be troubling for you, and what games do you think are just gonna be just completely, you know, guaranteed dub? And I want to see your thoughts on.
Okay, all right.
Titans.
Here we go.
So your next game against the Jaguars, we talked about this game, and I said you're a shocker. I think you have some momentum your way. So Jaguars, what do you think about that game? What do you think about that team?
Here's the thing, right?
Yep.
With how good my defense has been playing, we expose bad quarterbacks. If you overthrow one ball or miss one route, it's going to be picked off and it's going in your end zone, right? So he doesn't stand a chance. I'm sorry, he doesn't have enough offense to beat us.
A 30-point game, a 60-point game, 80-point game? What's the over/under in this game?
Oh, I mean, I'm thinking like
quit. You think he's gonna quit? Vote him out of bounds. He's gonna quit?
No, but I think by halftime you'll be able to tell that he's a joke. Yeah, I mean, come on.
Milky plays the Titans next.
No, Bowden does. Remember, went over that game.
Oh, well, that's even better.
Yeah, so this is Titans right now in here. Okay, then the game after that, you have another division game. You have the Colts. So the Colts won the conference championship game last year, and they're off to a good start. Only have one, and Cam Newton is like the MVP frontrunner right now. So what do you think of them?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? last game was a very close game, like one possession game towards the end, right? I mean, he got a slant at the end, which is why it looks like such a blowout score because I was blitzing at the end to try to get the ball back. But minus that one play, Cam Newton bailed him out time and time again, and I just don't see that happening 2 matchups in a row. Like that just doesn't happen, right? Cam Newton's not that consistent.
You're right.
So even if he's MVP front runner, it's just not going to happen. I think if there's one game in our upcoming that's going to be tough, it's probably going to be that one, and I could see us reasonably losing a close matchup against that team.
Okay, so close game, get bailed out and lose to that. Lose that Colts team. All right, after that you got Raiders. Raiders, this is a new guy, Colton Balling. I think he lost his last game to the Chargers by a good margin. So yeah, I think that should be an easy game for you. I think you'll rattle off a win there.
Yeah, not even close. And I'd also like to say something to the Browns real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's using that rookie quarterback, but it's not. That's his choice, right? Like he thought that would give him a better chance to win for some unbeknown reason to me, right?
Oh yeah, that was his decision making.
Yeah, like he's got Baker Mayfield holding kicks, and I mean that's just a disgrace,
Like you can't Baker Mayfield sometimes, so.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's true, but I mean his quarterback wasn't doing him any favors,
Oh yeah. I mean, come on, that's what happens when you bench your superstar quarterback,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so next one, you have someone in this chat you're playing in the next week. It's Texas, Jamie, playing Jamie.
Yeah.
Do you have any early pregame trash talk? How do you think
that?
I mean, again. Go ahead.
What was the score last game?
Have you played this new Titans user yet?
No, we haven't.
Oh shoot!
Played.
I forgot it's a new user.
Yeah, tough break, Jamie.
I don't remember playing.
Lag, please. Jamie, you there? Jamie, speak to us. You're supposed to be in Cali. You're supposed to have a good connection on Cali.
Titans user. I don't think I've ever either. He's.
Oh God.
I'm picking up some words. Jamie, you're lagging a little bit. But I heard you haven't played this.
I'm driving. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, but you have not played this Titans user. So, do you feel confident going in him?
I don't know. I'll have to watch the games next
you gotta
week.
Get in the. You gotta do some film sessions.
Yeah, I gotta do some film study.
Okay, and then you'll do your trash talk after you see how he plays, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Titans, but you probably know how Jamie plays, though. What do you think about that game?
Well, here's the thing again. I say this time and time again for pretty much all of our matchups coming up. If you don't have an offense that can drop 30, you're not going to win, right? If you can't consistently drop 30 on other teams, you're not going to win against our defense. Not a chance. If your offense struggles that bad, even if I have to kick field goals the whole game, I'm probably going to win.
Well, Jamie's admitted on the podcast, offense is the weak point. So do you think that means feasting for Kevin?
My defense is like the best ever.
Okay.
Oof.
You see her in her defense, her defense is the best ever.
I don't know. I think I have the edge in a defensive showdown.
Defensive user, but they ain't never
met
me or Colts.
I got Justin Reed. He has 7 interceptions. J.J. Watt has 10 sacks.
So basically, she's going to stat pad against you with her defense. So you say you're going to drop 30 on her head.
I also have my corner.
I'm just saying that I've played better teams in the past couple of weeks, so I'm not too worried.
He has like 94 speed or something.
I think I've played a couple better teams in the past weeks, and the Bengals and Browns were one of them. So I mean, the Packers. I mean, that was supposed to be my loss.
The Eagles are definitely better than me. I will admit that. I don't know about the Browns, but
yeah, well. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm still building my team how I wanted. Next year, for sure, will be the year.
Yeah, Titans, I don't know if you know this, but Jamie's a notorious trade shark. Last year, she was scalping dudes, her trade rate proposals. And we had if we didn't have a trade committee, we just accepted everything. Jamie would probably own half the league right now, and Jamie might have half the draft picks in the league coming up, and the draft coming up. So, in her defense, her team's on the come up, and she could be dominating in the next few years. But as of right now, it seems like you're the star. You're the Gardner Minshew of the division.
Yeah. Oh god,
we got car Wi-Fi coming in. Jamie, I'm gonna let you know right now. It sounds like you're like talking in a cassette tape, and someone's slowly pulling you out, and like it's very slow and painful. But like,
wait, what?
It's like, okay, say someone has a recording of you on you're playing on a record, and someone has put a little pressure with their finger on the record, and it's just playing a little slower, and that's what's going on right now. It's very
out of my control.
I know it's out of your control.
I don't get paid for that, so.
I'd just like to say something here too, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Browns and the Packers keep talking, right? Like in the chat, okay, but they're the ones that lost, right? They say I'm coming in here acting like I'm blowing teams out. I'm not blowing teams out, but I'm winning games consistently, more consistently than they are, right?
That's true. I mean, you know what? A win against Wildcat, whether it's 40 points or it's 3 points off a last-second pick, it's a win's a win, and all you can say is you got the dub in those games,
I did. I mean, when it comes down to the playoffs, it's not going to be like, oh, I didn't blow the guy out in the playoffs. It's I beat him. That's what matters.
So if you had to rank yourself right now out of all the users in the league, where would you put yourself? Just go ahead, list a number out right now. I know it sounds kind of like not too nice. You want to be number one, but if you had to put yourself out there, what would it be?
I'm not number one or number two or anything like that.
Yep.
But I think in the next coming years, especially with a team that's not just, as I can progress in my team, I'm definitely top 5 for sure. Easy.
Okay, well that makes you wonder just how damn good is Sporty, Sporty the Bears user. He beat you, which it seems like an impossible feat at this point. So maybe Sporty's the next up and comer. Just sleeper team.
Well, no. I don't think so. I mean, even the
you don't think that rock paper scissors logic works here?
No, I mean even the Jaguars have a win on the season, so I mean who knows what could happen at this point, right? Like
the Jaguars are pretty awful. Let's be honest here. So,
Yeah, I mean they're 1-5, and I mean come on now.
Yeah, the Jaguars in here talking about his playoff expectations. I just
playoff expectations. He was saying that.
He was saying that. He said he had playoff expectations. I want to go ahead.
He has to win out.
He does have to win out. He does. Well, and to be fair, in the AFC, you could be a 9-7 playoff team. It happened last year. It'll happen again. So long as
the Browns will probably sneak in to exit in the first round.
No, well, Rabble might have control that division.
Browns lost by 14 in the playoffs to the old Chargers user, and that Chargers user I beat by 30. So there's quite a difference between Savage Sam and then me and Colts.
And Titans, even though you have a bad roster, there's always something you can do to improve. That is.
Oh, let me think here. Honestly, this may sound kind of crazy, right? But
yeah, go ahead.
I think it's time for a switch of the halfback spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Derrick Henry's time is running out. And
I'm gonna tell you right now, Derrick Henry's not very. But the thing I was gonna say was, you need to get in the lab. Get in the damn lab. Mentor things below. You can head up any one of us, and we'll for sure get you in the lab. We'll get you some time, give you some tips from our most elite players like Wealthy, Milky, me, Fallen, Swayze. Milky and Fallen have not consented to being a mentor, but they probably will.
Yeah, well, with my upcoming roster, I won't need to get in the lab till playoffs. I mean, other than the Colts, it should be relatively easy for me.
Okay. Well, let's see you back up that talk. I'd like to see it happen. You're talking a big game, and I'd love to see it backed up by some dubs. But in here right now, we have Milky. Milky snuck in here when we weren't paying attention. He has his mic muted. and has just been chilling. Milky, what are you doing?
Hello.
Hello, Milky. What's going on?
Not much. Just relaxing.
Just relaxing. You focusing on your dub?
Got a test tomorrow.
Oh, he does have a test tomorrow. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been studying, Milky, or are you just being distracted by
It's history. I mean,
U.S. history?
It's history.
I mean,
World
what's
history.
more important,
No, world
U.S. history
fucking
or
sucks.
reject history?
U.S. history is the only thing that matters. That's all.
Reject history is U.S.
World history didn't start till 1776, baby.
Greatest fucking country in the world.
That's very true. You know, some people like Wildshot think Europe's better than America. But you know what I tell those people? Commies. Damn commies, you know.
Fucking commies. The same people that
I
like fucking
I don't know
soccer.
who let them infiltrate our league, but it happened apparently. You know, it's up to people like us to get them out. or at least change their minds, you know, like Steven Crowder would say. So, anyways, Milky, you have any hot takes or anything you'd like to say?
Kyler's going back to bat.
MVP?
Imagine a league where they let a slot wide receiver win rookie.
Imagine
MVP.
a league where other people think they have a chance at it.
Damn. I mean, Kyler 87.
Let me tell you why Daniel Jones, Jameis Winston, etc. will not.
Daniel
win
Jones
MVP.
throws too many interceptions. Same with.
That's
Jameis.
crazy considering he has 2 less than Drew.
We're gonna not talk about the picks. We're gonna pretend he doesn't throw the picks.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
There's
We'll just
one reason. This guy named Kyler Murray, he's really damn fast. And yeah, you might throw the same amount of touchdowns as him, but Kyler's gonna have 10, 12 more rushing touchdowns to go on top of that. Therefore,
cheesy ass QB sneak has nothing to do with his
no
speed.
chance.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How many rushing touchdowns does he have?
He has a couple. Last year he had around 10. We definitely don't want to see our 5'10", 180-pound quarterback out there scrambling. So
Gaster, last year, Wentz was a front runner for MVP. He had like 40 touchdowns, 10 picks. He was going off. Wentz was Eagles were 15-1 at that time. And our friend Swayze actually made a graphic of Carson Wentz winning the MVP. It looked like it was just solidified. Then in comes Milky these last 2 weeks, just puts up uncanny numbers, and then Kyler sneaks in with the MVP. And I think in one of the awards chats you can still see Carson Wentz with his fake MVP trophy. But alas,
Carson Wentz threw 3 picks last year.
3 picks. Carson Wentz threw 3 picks last year, which all came against the Giants. I'm pretty sure all came against the Giants. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I lurked it myself. I got that in my belt.
All I'm saying is I had a chance at a bye, and Kyler wanted that bye, and what else can I say?
Yeah, I think he won a little more than the bye, but it's all right. On to the next season. Kyler thinks he can win it again. Yeah, I don't blame him. He's been Larry Fitzgerald in the Muffin Mill has said he might be the best quarterback of all time by the end of his career.
Well, I mean, he's the goddamn rookie that won MVP. Keeps up that pace. Who's going to be better than him? You tell me.
You could argue Mahomes was a rookie that won MVP, but without that young Andy Reid, he probably wouldn't have done it.
In our league, look at Mahomes. He's thrown 20 picks already.
You're right. Papa Ridley has not taken over succession.
What a sad sight that is.
So, Milky, if you had to list the 3 players that really you think are in your way of a Super Bowl win with Kyler, who do you think it is?
3 users?
Yeah, 3 users. Go ahead.
Me, myself, and I.
Okay. All right. What's the weakest link on your team? If it's also yourself?
Well, you could say sometimes on defense I get too aggressive, shooting gaps, leaving wide open holes, but I think this season we've been a lot better with it. As you can see, our run defense has improved a lot as we held Zeke to like 30 yards, held Geis, who was second leading rusher, to about 20. So
that Timmy Jernigan signing looking good for you.
Yeah, at first I was I was on the fence about him. But his last couple weeks, he's been very good.
So you're gonna take the Gasker approach here and say that your team is just flawless, and that you just have the mind and the skill set to beat everybody out there funny on Sundays.
I didn't say flawless, but
I would like to say I never said flawless either.
I know, but some big games being talked of here.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Getting to flawless. So you'd say about like 99%, somewhere around there.
I'd give my 95.
95. Okay, that's humble. Humble 95%. I mean, personally, I put myself at 96. So I guess that's a matchup problem for you. But
always got to look on something to improve. Can't get
complacent. Oh shit, Anna, come here. She's trying to fucking eat this raccoon. Come here. Sorry, interruption. Rabies. Come here. Okay, you take this over for a second.
How do you Cardinals? How do you plan on beating a Saints that has a better roster?
Score more points than him. Don't turn the ball over. Simple.
Okay.
Each time I've played him, he scored more points than me, and I turned the ball over more than him.
So
pretty
simple. You are 0-3 against. Do you hope to turn that around? Like at least even it out a little bit. If you beat him one time, it's still 1-3.
I think, like I just said, each time we've played, I've had more turnovers, so easier said than done. But at the same time, it's pretty simple. If you ask me.
Interesting.
Okay, Fallen, let's have a little sobriety check. How many beers you at now?
Oh, he's passed out.
A lot.
Okay, Fallen has had a lot of beer. Now, how good are the Bills?
11 wins.
Ask him about the Yankees right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Yankees are down 2-1 to the Astros.
They're about to be down 3-1.
Yeah.
It's
not looking good.
They probably
should just sell everyone that's not named Judge and Gleyber and LeMahieu. The rest of them can go fuck themselves.
So you thought you had a good lineup with the Yankees, and you thought this is y'all's year, and the Astros said no. Mm-hmm. What do you say to the Astros?
I say, give us Garrett Cole, because our starting pitchers go out there and piss themselves. They're like, oh yeah, we're so good, we give up 10 runs a game. Shit, they're fucking
what about
trash.
Altuve?
Altuve's a fucking midget that's trash. Judge is better than him, so.
Okay. All right, well,
Judge is so good. He's down 3-1 in the playoffs.
Judge is fucking.
He's just that good.
Amazing. Judge is the best player in baseball. So.
Ooh.
Is Mike Trout playing? Mike Trout.
Your sombrero
is he sitting on the bench? Oh
put
no, he's not even playing, dude.
Might want to fasten your sombrero there, pal.
Mike Trout will never win anything in his career, so.
Neither will Judge.
Oh.
So we're 2.5 hours in the podcast. Is there any closing statements or anything, final topics you guys want to cover?
It's been 2.5 hours. We're gonna have to end this thing sooner than later.
Sounds like your host is ready to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like it. We never finished the week games for week 9.
Well, shit happens.
That is true. Shit does happen. So, but it's all right. It's all right.